news to expose. Hashtag breaking SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11.
Vaginas.
Hey guys, it's Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure and double upload.
Expose. 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 Expose.
You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here, and so from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose. 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 Expose.
You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
Expose. 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 Expose.
It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you. E-X-P-O-S-E. Expose.
Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose. Expose.
Exposed. Exposed. Hashtag drama alert. There's news to expose. Hashtag breaking SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11.
Vaginas.
Hey guys, it's Scarce here. Lots of news today, lots of exposure and double upload.
Expose. 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 Expose.
You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am completely pissed. I was gonna write a script for this video. Why am I still getting hate?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here, and so from now on, I am going to report the news. Let's go inside the stories!
Expose. 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 Expose.
You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
Expose. 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 Expose.
It's time for some exposure. Some exposure. Some exposure. Expose. Expose myself to you. To you. To you.
I fucking hate
Exposed.
every fucking delivery company in existence. I hate them. Actually, that's not true. I have pretty solid experiences, minus a couple exceptions, which one really pissed me off, and I complained publicly about that with FedEx. UPS, they're fine. At least you could track. At least with FedEx, UPS, Amazon especially, their tracking is fairly reliable, right? Their tracking is fairly reliable. Like, I would say 98 to 99% of the time, especially Amazon, like their tracking is super good, which is part of the reason why they have a fucking monopoly. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I got a super chat cherry popper. I didn't even see it. Donald Kerr with the cherry popper. Where's my fart? So I am waiting for a product. Now, this is another reason why I hate doing foot. This is the shit that stresses me out, and I can't take it because then I just, my blood pressure goes up. But one of the other things that, because now I kind of know this thing that I can't talk about, I don't think anywhere. Maybe I can. Thank you for becoming a member, Sky member, Legacy. Or I've had a FedEx delayed with no updates for over a week now. About $400 worth of product in the shipment. Love that we don't father. I don't know what you mean with the last part, but I can relate to the rest. Bam, ham, yum. Birds. So, yeah, I know. No, I didn't stream that yet, Sailman. So, anyway, so yesterday, you remember saying, oh, Kumar, I was on the stream. Oh, cool. It says my package is 17 stops away. Awesome. All of a sudden later, that I go to check, the package is being rescheduled to tomorrow. Whatever, fine. Okay, so I was like, hopefully it actually is, because I've had that happen where a package gets rescheduled and then it just never is actually rescheduled and doesn't show up. Those are always real fucking bangers that make me rock fucking hard. So I'm like, all right, the thing is like a day or two early anyway. I'm not going to flip the fuck out, but now I'm in overtime with this thing. So now I'm going to be behind the rest of the reviewers out there. So I'm fucked. And this is the reason why I stopped doing this shit many moons ago. Part of it. I told you the rest of the story before. So today, first it says it didn't say it delivered today. It was scheduled for delivery today. Then it said it was on the truck, on the courier for delivery. Okay, great. It went from one thing to another. Yay. So I'm guessing it'll be delivered today, right? If it wasn't yesterday, today. So I must have called there the first time. All right, yeah, it's going out. Have you checked the website, sir? Yes, I've checked of course I would check the fucking website. I know it's 2022. You're a major corporation. You have a website that I know I could check tracking at. But I'm sure some people don't. No, yeah, I did. Okay. All right, yeah, well, it's going to come to you. Definitely going to come to you today, one person said to me. Definitely going to come to you. It is on the truck for delivery. Cool. Second time I called back. Guy was nice. My mic is not cutting out. Check, 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 check. No, it's not. Someone said that yesterday, too. I think people say that because they just want to get me distracted sometimes. Anyway, so second phone call, nice guy, said, look, he's like, I'm gonna actually call. Now he said he could call. So this is what pissed me off too, because this guy said, I'm gonna call and get in contact with somebody who's gonna get in contact with the driver. So today, to make sure that you get your package, he said that he could contact somebody. Remember that. So it's 3 hours later again. I'm like, oh, come on, man. They don't ever show up this late. So it's like maybe like 4 or 5 in the afternoon at this point. And they're like, oh, it just, have you tried the website, sir? I'm like, what? It's so, like, it's like saying, oh man, I tried to turn the light switch on. The next thing you know, I got my dick stuck in a mason jar. What do you... Yeah, I know to check the website with the tracking number. How do you think I even know to call you that you're the service right now? It sent me the tracking number. It sent me the fucking tracking number. And I was still nice to her, and I was nice to the final person too, but I kind of got sarcastic because I knew what I was saying was true. So I'm like, all right, thanks, whatever. I didn't say whatever, but thank you so much. So another 2 hours pass. It's like 7:30. No, it was closer to 8 because I was waiting to see if the package was going to show up to start streaming. So now it's like 7:30 or 8 o'clock. The tracking number is cutting out. That was a good troll. So, and I knew she was lying, so this is what got me more annoyed. No, I did not hear about the snowstorm in Virginia, and yes, birds. So, Patrick, the final time. I'm just telling the story to Patrick. The rest of you have to turn off your speakers. It's going to be muted. I'm kidding. Don't do that. That'd be weird. Anyway, so this woman picks up. She's like, hello, thank you for calling DHL. And I'm super excited to be here, even though I sound like the exact. They also, you could just hear in their voice that, like, it's just like, please, I don't want to be here. Anyway, nonetheless, I understand. I've worked at call centers, so I'm sure it's grueling. I'm like, look, I have to work. This is a time-sensitive package for work. I had to call a few times today. I apologize, but it says it's still out for delivery. I explained that the same thing happened yesterday where it said that that day it was showing up. It showed it was on the truck, and it actually showed that it was 17 stops away at the end of the day yesterday when I was working. I remember during the live stream, like I said before, and then it just didn't show up. Like, I just want to find out if I'm going to get my package or not today. It's for work. It's not a personal item. It's time sensitive. Which I know you can because someone else did it for me. Is there anything that you could do for me? At this time, sir, we could reschedule the package to be shipped tomorrow. You already rescheduled it from the day before to ship today. Why would I trust your rescheduling and sit around like an idiot again? We already did that. Like, all right, at this point, ma'am, I'm sorry. And again, I'm still polite. I'm saying it loudly towards you. I didn't say it like that towards her. I'm like, okay, look, this is really important. This is for work. It's time sensitive. There has to be someone else. Like, this is the second day I'm getting the same issue with this package. No, sir, there's no, I could send out an email and someone will call you back in 90 minutes. No, like you are a multinational shipping, multi-billion-dollar multinational shipping corporation. There is no one there that you could get me in contact right now just to maybe like see if there's some other form of communication. No, sir. Wait! You're the same company that yesterday could show me stop by stop where the truck was. And today you can't even make a phone call to somebody. No, sir. So ma'am, do you work, are you the only person in that building right now? Is there just a light over your desk, maybe some crickets and a mouse walking by? Are you the only person there? No, sir. But there's no one you could get me in contact with. No, sir. And I can't trust your app because your app isn't accurate and doesn't actually show the tracking. I apologize about that, sir. This is great. So you literally, like, I know they can. They were telling me on the map where the driver was yesterday. They probably know how much shit is in his rectum. They probably know what color his fucking shoes are. They probably know what he's talking about in his truck. Let's just keep it real. But you're telling me I'm not telling you to call the guy or woman, whoever it is. I get that they would get calls all day. That's like when you can't contact the driver. No, no, Phil, they can't contact the driver because they would have to stop every 2 seconds to pick up a phone call then. But you can't tell me if, like, so your app is useless. You're telling me that so I should just say, oh, it's showing up today maybe, and that's it? Like, that's what their app should be. Oh, what is DHL tracking? It might show up today. Good luck with that. Thanks. I'm not, like, this isn't a Karen moment. This is like 2 days in a row that you're telling me, you are telling me, you're texting me, DHL. It's not me like, hi, I'm just being really annoying. Like, you're telling me it's showing up today, doesn't show up today. Again, you text me telling me it's showing up today, doesn't show up today. Am I supposed, well, thank you so much for just wasting my time. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. Oh, I already let out anger logs. It was just a giant shit, but you know, it's like there's just nothing they're just like, now I guarantee you if I was a corporate account with them where a big portion of their revenue comes from, they would literally, sir, would you like us to send the CEO over to your house and suck your cock? We'll get the private jet ready right now. But a rando waiting for a package. I mean, we could track literally to the house the driver's at, but we're not going to do anything for you. That, like, the other guy told me he could call somebody. I know that you could track so I know you're just like, yeah, we're not. What she was saying is we could do something else for you. Maybe someone else there would have done something else for you, but we don't have to do anything else for you, so we're not going to do anything else for you. So go fuck yourself, Rich. Goodbye, horses. Anyway, so there's not many things I'm dead on about, but there was a prediction that I made, and it's fine. I knew it was going to happen because you have to have a level of narcissism to want to be an entertainer, so I'm a narcissistic prick too, to a degree. I don't know, technically I guess that doesn't make me a narcissist because narcissists, I don't believe, are supposed to be aware of their I don't know. Anyway, but entertaining is in your blood. I got to open up. I was looking for nudes of Keemstar before, not actual nudes, but entertaining is, you're not just going to stop. And yeah, this job can be time consuming. Why is my voice cracking like I'm going through puberty again? Why is it not showing my recent events? There we go. Real funny Joe Rogan deepfake. Okay, I'll check it out. I can't do, I have a list of shit here. A list, bro. Yeah, I thought about that today. I'm like, oh no, now today I'm complaining about shipping. I'm like, well, actually I complained about it yesterday. So I'm really, what's up, tattoo chick? So I'm really turning into DSP. So, but here's the thing, like, as a person who is maybe a somewhat narcissist who's self-aware, because I don't think you could be a straight up narcissist and be self-aware. The brain is complicated. Anyway, you don't just, I know one day when I'm a multimillionaire, I'm not going to stop doing this shit. I'm not going to stop. Like, it's just, like, my editor is coming back tomorrow. I can't wait, man. It's not about the money. Like, these streams do great. Like, if anything, I kind of hate to say it as I look at numbers. If I, like, stream twice a day, I would probably make more money than just streaming once a day and doing YouTube videos. But I enjoy the videos. I do. My point being is that I'm like, you're not fucking retiring. You may stop making drama alert. Wait. Oh. Wait, why do I see The hell is going on? Hold on, sorry. Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Not swatted. I'm not swatted. I'm not swatted. And of course, because I publicly complain, it has nothing to do with it. It is just a complete coincidence. The fucking package shows up. Well, as it's not, it's all I bought a 2-family house. I bought my parents' 2-family. That's all public information. For let's not go into the story again. But I have a Ring doorbell. I have a Ring doorbell. That just made the DSP effect go full fucking circle. Let's just keep it real. Like I just Philip Burnell the fuck out of myself. But so the bell, I saw my ring doorbell go off, and I'm like, and then I see my dad go outside, and I see someone like, you couldn't tell the uniform, and I'm like, I see someone with, I'm like, is that a fucking cop? I'm like, no, because I'm thinking, they told me this package, they said, DHL said to me the package is not coming today. It's not going to come today, so we could reschedule for tomorrow. Guess it's not the package. Like, this is not good. So I go downstairs, and it's this real nice guy. I was like, dude, I'm going to keep it. DHL, I was like, dude, I'm going to keep rolling. I thought I was getting swatted. He's like, what's that? He's like, and I explained, like, yeah, it's when, you do, I do YouTube for a living, and people will call up and be like, yeah, Rich has people tied up at his house with bombs strapped around them. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. But luckily you're not, and you're a nice guy delivering a package. Anyway, I don't even know if I could show you what's in it. So I'm going to leave it there. That puts me in a better mood, though, because now I don't have to worry about this fucking package all day tomorrow and making sure I'm just staring at a wall waiting for it to come. Birds. Anyway, so I never finish anything. I have a black belt in martial arts. I could wouldn't so that was good. I could relate, man. So yeah, I'll just admit it. I went full DSP. I am now going to change my YouTube channel to DSR Gaming, Dark Side Rich Gaming, and I am going to beg for at least an hour and complain to you about my financial woes. And you're just going to deal with it. Go fuck yourself. I'm not going to do any of that. No, it's literally all shit. It's a review unit of something, and it would have put me behind. I have another thing I have to review too. I don't even know if I can talk about that yet. I got to review a lot of shit. I got the Wii U. I'm still waiting for a couple things to show up for that. That's why it's not. If I make RTU tries it, then it's over. I'm done. Yeah, it wasn't this is not a personal thing. This is a review unit from a company. So I kind of felt like it was okay to complain about. Now, the guy who delivered the package, I was totally nice to him. He was a really genuine. He was like, oh, dude, what's your YouTube channel? What is it again? Review Tech. He wanted to know the spelling, and really nice guy, you know. But I would have been stressed out if I didn't get it today, because I need to like start using it, and you know what I mean. It's not the analog that I could have talked about. It's not the analog pocket though. So yeah, call me Dark Side Rich, and I will be accidentally masturbating on camera within the next 2 weeks.
Oh, the camera's on. Oh, the camera's on.
No, it's not a Steam Deck. Not yet, anyway. Goodbye, horse. So the driver has texted my number before. Yeah, that's what, you know, I still hold to everything I said. It's like, you're fucking DHL. Like, I know you're you can't tell me what's going on right now. You literally could tell me, like, if your driver is taking a piss or not. Like, Jeff Bezos knows what direction someone's nipple's facing in their Amazon truck. Thank you. You just over panicked, Rich. No, dude, as a person who has had, actually, you know what, that was the postal service where I used to live. The fucking packet every day. I have people that could vouch for me for that I'm not Karening right now. That every day, they would deliver. I don't know how, like, and the thing is, the postal service is the same people that deliver to the same county, like in the same area, and every single day, no matter who, and it was the same, like, few drivers, they would always deliver to the wrong house. Doesn't matter, big package, small package. They must have been like doing meth up the street and then delivered packages, because they screwed up every fucking day, and it's the same people. So Ray Rich, I'm thinking to pull the trigger. Yeah, it's not cheap, but that's the monitor that's right here right now. I'm not sponsored by them. I had an affiliate link because they sent me the monitor. I'm like, look, I'm not going to be able to fit it into my schedule to get in for reviews. Here's what I'll do. If you want the monitor, like, they're like, I said I'll put for an ad. I put and it wasn't even an affiliate link. I didn't even make any money off the link. I'll put a link, so I'm not even. Yes, it's still a good monitor. I'm not sponsored in any fucking way, actually. Autopsy party club here. It's open mic night. What the hell are you talking about, bro? So, partial arts, man. I heard that Rich is getting a full pallet of cucumbers. Now, yes, I'm going to review Cucumbers USA. Oh, yeah, it's so another DSP. He got the package after complaining he is DSP. It is confirmed. I am DSP. You know, and I said to myself, like, Rich, you guys know what Murphy's Law is? It's where you do, like, what you want to happen, the exact opposite thing will happen. So not that I wanted to not get the package, but I'm like, what? If I don't complain about the package, I won't get it. If I complain about it, like Bill Gates is going to deliver it to me up my ass. Well, now Bill Gates has shoved brown cardboard in my rectum exposed. The package has arrived. And of course I knew the camera was on the whole time. Could you imagine? Like, oh, dude, imagine I actually did get caught fapping. I'm not going to. I hope. Like I said, it can happen to anybody. That's why I've always defended DSP on that. But that would just be the trifecta. I complained about food. I complained about a delivery. And I got caught beating off live on stream. I am now Phil. I am now Phil. Videos come back tomorrow. Full effect tomorrow. Back to the old thing tomorrow. We're going back to, I already have stories lined up. They're actually old, but they're just so good, about the politician who sat down and said that video games are emasculating people on some HBO show. I don't care. It's 2 months old. It's still fucking gold because he deserves to be roasted. And how someone had their PS5 had to be in a smoker's house, looked like someone took a shit on it. They're like, oh, I need to clean my PS5. Yes, you probably should have done that like 6 fucking months ago. Thank you. Patrick has a large package. I tested positive for COVID today. Did I answer? Plot twist delivery. Maybe he was watching my stream. Imagine that. I tested positive for COVID yesterday. I finally get that week off. I have been wanting. Well, that's not really the way you'd want it, but I'm sorry to hear that. Yo, the line today. Now, I liked how they did it because it was in a store in the mall. I had to go into the mall, but I was in a different part. A big store that's closed. It was for COVID testing. Yo, the line for COVID, like, because usually this time of the year, the mall's dead right after Christmas. The line for people getting tested for COVID, man, I didn't go. It was all around. And with the county I'm in, 25% positivity. 25% positivity rate. That's insane. So. If you wore a mask and glasses, you may be entitled to condensate. Oh, yes. It actually isn't that bad with these glasses. I got to say, actually. It depends on the mask, but now you're making me think that my glasses are dirty, which they are. But 95% of the time, I'm always saying percentages, it's annoying me now, is fine, like the masks. But there were these black, thicker masks that I had that, like, every time I breathe, I couldn't see anything. It would just fog them up completely. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, too. You already Solid Crusader, that was on my list, too. Where is Segi Melons? I don't know. I don't know. Am I the Segi Melons tracking service? Joe Rogan and Ethan Shore. I once picked up... I don't even know if I want to try. Rich, you're in your office. Thank you. Thank you, Google Fish. I had no idea. That is DSP. He actually sniffs my hole to make sure it's clean when I live stream. I once picked up a PC for repair from a heavy smoke. When I picked up the computer, it slid out of my hands because it was slick from... Yep. And it's a sticky dust. Like, it combines with the dirt or the dust, and it just is like, you can't just blow it out. Like, you have to, like, use a brush and then spray, and it's so bad. Imagine if it's that bad... If it's does that to your electronics, imagine what it does to your body. That's why I don't even smoke weed. I just take my medical horses, my medical birds. I take lozenges and shit. I won't smoke. I'm just not interested in smoking anything. To all of you who smoke, more power to you. I'm not against it, but I'll have the occasional vape with intro nipples. He actually vapes like the nicotine because he doesn't smoke weed. But anyway, so, and it's weird when you last time I vaped, it doesn't give me the same high. So it's just, I'd rather just have the edibles. And like I said, I tried a nicotine vape once with Intro Guy, and I just don't need it. Like I said, I haven't smoked since like 2005 or 7. And I used to smoke cigarettes like a few a day, not even. But I don't know. Anything in my lungs, I'm just kind of like, you know. Just got a 2017 Ford Fusion Energy plug-in hybrid. Oh, nice, dude. That's actually fucking cool. Vaping is just blowing an electronic cock. I don't vape, Sasha. Since I've been taking medical marijuana, like I said to you, I vaped once. And out of just curiosity, an intro guy doesn't even do the vaping tobacco anymore. Like, I think he just wanted to try it, and I tried it with him just out of curiosity, and and when he doesn't even do that anymore. So, the new QD OLED TVs from Samsung are superior to LG's OLEDs, according to Linus, and stop far better colors. Sony will buy them from Samsung. Better than LG's OLEDs? The armchair software. I missed your super chat. Dark Side Rich complained about pulsating chicken sandwiches. All right, so we'll start with Tipster's video tonight. Shout out to Tipster again. ReviewTechUSA. Oh wow, I already had it down here. Because like I said, he's not gonna fucking retire. There's no way he's gonna fucking retire. Like, here's the thing: YouTube is a time-consuming job, but it's not. Depending on the kind, it's not hard. Like, there's really no reason to retire unless absolutely no one's watching to you, no matter how much money you've made. It's just you. And if you're finding something boring, just change it up. That's what I did. So I knew, I'm like, no, he's not a sitcom. It's not like, I'm sure he has some people that works to get his news and stuff like that, but Diago, you're noticed. What do you mean? But it's still different. You know, I could see like Linus Tech Tips retiring because he runs a whole Linus Media Group, and I'm sure that's fucking exhausting. And, you know, but like the kind of stuff that me and Keemstar do, it can be time consuming. That's where people, I bet you just sit down for 10 minutes and just rolling in money. Like, no, that's called a fucking lottery ticket. It's not how that works. But I just knew, like, there just makes no sense to just flat out retire. I had to take a COVID test at my job, so I look around and asked the guy where the test is. He came up to me with a dog. The dog licked my hand and was like, okay, you're good to go. Yeah, dogs could smell disease. Yeah, I've heard of that. And I know you're not a troll. Look, I haven't. But I know, like, dogs could sniff out diabetes. They could sniff out cancer. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's watch Nipster. That's his name to me, Nipster Live.
So back in October, you guys may remember that there was a big announcement that kind of shook the entire YouTube community. And it was an announcement that Keemstar has kind of hinted at coming up over the years. He's been talking about, you know, for the past couple.
Yeah, just like Howard Stern's been saying since like 2000. like And that's the thing. Oh, look, a Magic's pop up. Aw, I so was looking for. I just, you know what I need today? A Magic's pop up for something I'm not gonna fucking buy. Yes. I'm just getting those bangers left and right, man.
Years or so, how he's getting older and he doesn't know if he's going to continue Drama Alert, and he feels like he's getting too old for covering a lot of this stuff, things of that nature. And
so do different stuff. I knew that's what he was gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, that's part of the that was. I don't really make master plans. Like I said, I had no master plan. I just got fucking lucky on YouTube. And it was like that was kind of a lottery ticket. That was because I decided to, all right, in 2013, take the risk. And not only was it the eve of a next generation, it was E3, the eve of the next generation, and Microsoft had the most disastrous console reveal. It was at least the top fucking three.
I don't give a shit! I don't give a shit!
Whoa.
so for a while now, people have been kind of waiting for the day that he announces his retirement. And back in October, more specifically October 25th of 2021, he announced.
Well, Smash JT doesn't like me now too because I blocked him everywhere because I'm actually not on Twitter. I blocked him. I unfriended him like on Facebook because the only time he will correspond with me is to defend the Amico, and I just don't want to fucking hear him. Like, dude, I go for like almost a year, like no ill will, just like we do our own thing, man. I don't personally know Jeff. Jeff doesn't personally know me. I know he doesn't give a shit about my kids. I don't give a shit about his kids. So what are we friends for? What do we need to talk about? So you could just complain to me in DMs and cry about the fact that I'm saying something negative about the Amico and saying I'm a clout chasing bully when no one gives a fuck about the fucking Amico. So yeah, Jeff's a dick. Fuck him. Yeah, but my hands tasted like chicken. Like Carl. So you. Oh, ew. Oh, fuck. Come on, man. Yeah, he just comes out of like all right, dude, like, to his credit, he kind of legally had to too, but he admitted that he was an investor in the Amico. I believe you have to legally announce that. So yay, but like it's like saying, hi, just letting you know I'm biased and I'm going to act really biased because I'm biased. So I'm like, yeah, dude, you could say I'm sensitive. You could say it's not sensitivity. Like, if you're only going to just aggravate me when you don't like what I'm saying about a product that you're invested in, you're just annoying me, and I would block anybody for doing that. So fucking cry more about it. Wah. What if it is what I meant? Carlos, you've tasted my bird's ass? I just got to see if this is what I was thinking this was. Because if it's like... Because I could be wrong. And then I'm screwed. Oh, they packed it well. Ah! Holy shit. Birds. Ah! Oh shit. Oh shit. You can't. on. Explore the future. This is a... Okay, you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to open the rest of it now. Yeah, I should film all this. Okay. At least I got the ungraceful part out of the way. Ah, wait. Oh, God. Wow, this is... I wouldn't have done this now. I would have not... This is not a package. Okay, that was meant to be. It is... Okay. Sorry. It is what I expected. I was hoping it wasn't like something wrong and I got a butt plug and I was expecting something else. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can't say what it is, but it is what it is. You could say this is a disaster stream and you'd probably be right. Dude, I've gotten solicited in my email for reviewing sex toys on my channel. First off, who would want to ever see me motherfucking try out a sex toy? And I'm like, hey, reviewer of tech, we love your style. It's so throbbing. Put this in your ass and review it. No. But I've literally gotten set so sometimes I get random shit too, like I've never asked for. Or if I got it, they'll just send it anyway. So I'm like, so I wanted to make sure, and the way they have that set up, they want me to do an unboxing of the thing. So I was like, I'm not going to take it out of the box, which I couldn't anyway because I can't show you yet. What's in the Seven is one of my favorite movies of all time. Who said something about Seven? It's going to have a 4K, a single cord setup, and thank you for the single cord setup and Sense controllers. Now if people could just get their hands on a PlayStation fucking 5. We all want it, Daddy. If anyone is interested in getting an LERTA grip from Satisfy Gaming, email them, as I said they were interested in doing one with Rich, but I had to check with the higher-ups. Jesus, on a ship. Thank you. I pray to the gods one day for me to have such a thick and mighty bird like you, Rich. The longer gaze, the more I am hypnotized. Bird, these are big cocks right here. Beautiful birds, beautiful cocks. I love them. They're thick with a C. But Rich, could you review nipple clamps? Oh, sure. I'll just put them on and tell you how much tension they have live on stream. Anyway, I know this is a disaster stream tonight. It's okay. It's live. Shit happens. It is a disaster stream. I pulled the DSP tonight. No, I did not masturbate.
Oh, the camera's on.
Cherry Jesus, I missed your goddamn super chat. Rich, what is the name of the SSDs that sponsored you that look like thumb drives? That is Sabrent. They didn't sponsor me. I just had an affiliate link with them, but that's Sabrent. They make good shit. I'm using Sabrent products. So I put an 8 terabyte Sabrent product in my Ioneo, the Pro.
the following on Twitter: "I am retiring, full statement later today." And he followed that up with another tweet. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this Twitter video by now. What the heck was that?
Oh, did you hear that there is a video out there of Wing's wife letting out some deep, violent fart next to him? We got to watch that. We got to, if we have time, because I have a lot of Keemstar shit here, because we're doing the debate he had with Wings, because he actually brought up good points. Gonna probably do this. It's all about Keemstar tonight, both the good and the bad. Oh, dude, she let out a beef fart. There was beef, man. Yo, she had to check her underwear after that shit, literally, man.
Something fell off of my other chair back there. I have no idea what it was, but whatever. Moving on. So he announces his retirement, and then he puts out the following Twitter video because a lot of people started doubting what he was saying. And so later on, he put out this Twitter video, and I'm going to
Nipster with the porn music.
play this for you guys, even though we've probably already seen it when the announcement was originally made. But here we go.
Look, I know a lot of people think I'm trolling. A lot of people think it's just bait that I'm retiring. But I am retiring. I know I've said a million
Lies, and I knew it. I knew it was lies. That's why I was just like, shut the fuck up, you're not retiring. I mean, this job could be time consuming, but it's not exhausting and it's fun. Like, in a way, we actually did win the lottery, dude. I'm talking like to Keemstar. I know I'm not really talking to him. I knew you were retiring. Just change up your shit.
times that I'm never leaving the internet, that I'm never retiring, but I really am retiring.
And now that's already a lie.
I'm going to have a statement today on Drama Alert to talk about it briefly. You know, things need to be explained, right? Like why I'm leaving, what's going to happen to the future of Drama Alert, you know, what I'm going to do in retirement, all that. I know some people are very happy and excited to see my ass go. Congrats to you. And I know others will be sad, but, you know, 13
I don't think so. Not because they don't enjoy his content, but you knew he would just be posting basically like his version of Drama Alert on fucking Twitter every day, which he already does anyway. Like, do you think he's just, like, he would just go off and say, no.
years. January next year will be 14 years. It's been a long time. And I started my YouTube career when I was like 27.
Yeah, I started late. I didn't even start. It wasn't even a career though. Like, yeah, I started, like I've always said to you guys, I started real fun. Like 2013, I was already 32 or going to be 32. I was a fucking boomer when I started. Oh, Jeffrey Tucker. Yeah. I bought that thing thinking it was going to be like 20 minutes. It was like 2+ hours, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, now I'm 40. Now I'm fucking ancient. But who gives a shit, man? Just, you know.
That's a long freaking time.
I've seen some people, I think it was like Rick Beto, the music guy. His channel's bigger than mine now. He was older when he started. That's the beauty of, at least for now, of YouTube, is that you don't have to fit into this like super niche demographic to garner a following and make a living doing something that you would do for fucking free. Wing's wife Shart was the eruption of more. Like, yo, dude, we have to, like, we have to listen to her fart. That was the beefiest fart I've heard in a very fucking long time. I'm proud of his wife. Like, yo. And she was like, oh, did you hear that? I'm like, I heard it from my fucking house and I wasn't even in the room. Yes, the mic picked it up. The mic picked it the fuck up. They hear that? Yeah, ban anybody who heard my wife's fart.
Look here. Look, listen.
I'm retiring from...
Wash your balls.
Oh, I wouldn't do that, man. You'll get the ball cheese. You'll get the ball cheese. Dude, I don't care what size you are, man. Ball cheese happens quick. Like, you could just shower, go out and for a walk on a hot day, man, and your balls will smell like Parmesan when you get back. Parmesan balls. Parmesan balls. Parmesan balls. Parmesan balls. Birds. Parmesan balls. Parmesan balls, birds. Lay your turds.
Wash your balls.
All these streams are fucking disaster streams. I have no idea what planet I'm on right now. Maybe I'm on Uranus. Oh, I love birds.
To be doing YouTube.
Tipsters, yeah, Tipsters, good people, man.
Granted, I've been doing it longer than him, but still, that's a long time. That is a really long time.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, one day Rich will just be streaming sounds. Yeah, I spam the sounds. I know. Especially the more stoned I am. That's how you can tell my level of stoning is how often I press the applause.
We'll get to it.
All right, so we all saw that announcement. He also followed it up with a YouTube video called "Retired," released the following day on YouTube. And
I'm your host, Killer Keemstar, and it looks like I'm nutting and wearing a lemon-colored shirt.
we'll go ahead and we'll check out a little bit of this video.
If I play while I talk, though, a lot of people complain readily on the flip side, and I've seen it in the chat. It's not just me that I'm fighting with what they're saying.
Kind of recap this video as well. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but here we go. Let's go ahead and let's check out some of this.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation?
I could just get naked while they're talking and
Keemstar.
not show from the waist down. It would still be family friendly. That's what I'll do. I'll just strip and never pause the video.
And I quit. That's right. Yesterday I announced my retirement. It's been almost 14 years. In January, I'll be 14 years that I have been a YouTuber. I started being a YouTuber at age 27, so had a little bit of a late start. And quite frankly, I'm not...
Because I guarantee you he thought like me. Review, I paused the video again. USA. My birds don't care what you think, though. Is that I was like... Because the first thing I saw with YouTube was on Attack of the Show. And they would show the YouTube viral video of the week, and it was always like a stupid cat video. I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm not going to this website to watch these stupid fucking videos. I didn't get it. It wasn't until I watched an episode of Irate Gamer on my Wii. I shit you not, that was my first experience with YouTube. That I was like, oh, I kind of get this thing. I should try it sometime. And watch it anywhere else besides on my fucking Wii. Rich, I'm a cow. Doja Cat. Thank you, Florida Chicken Man. Let's continue.
Not having fun anymore. You know, I started off my YouTube career as a gaming troll, making trolling videos all the way back in 2009.
Federation of Asshole Gamers.
A lot of trash talk, a lot of entertainment. And when I moved into doing Drama Alert, right? You know, it was the same thing. You know, people were talking trash. You know, we're covering the tweets back and forth, and it was fun. A lot of fun drama.
You know, the early days of like drama on YouTube was like really interesting stuff. I think a lot of the younger people forget what YouTube drama was like back in the early days. It wasn't the kind of shit we see nowadays where
yeah, it was weird. It was different. It was like, I don't know. It was like, I felt like you were like in high school and just Well, it still is like that now, but I felt like you were in like a lunchroom at high school and people were talking shit about it. It was just different.
Everything's about, you know, sexual assault or like abuse or like a grooming and shit like that. It seems like every big...
Well, as a platform gets bigger, you get the more diabolical shit becomes like it's like it went from being a small town to like New York City. The more densely populated a place is, the more horrific acts are going to happen because there's more people to do more heinous stuff.
Drama story within the YouTube and social media landscape, like that's the kind of stuff people want to talk about, and that's the kind of news that really gets the hits, right? You know, back in the early days of YouTube drama, I remember stuff like, you know, two Call of Duty YouTubers getting into an argument on Twitter, or you know, people were accusing SS Sniper Wolf of like faking her gameplay, and
SS Sniper Wolf has a vagina. More on that at 11. I am covering Tipster. I'm sorry. That's a good point. Good observation that I should have. Ah! Oh, come on. Come on, OBS. Stop this. Let me, I'll put myself here.
Like, the drama scene back in the day was very different from the way it is today. It was actually fun to cover the stuff that went on back in those days. Like, the drama was actually drama. When we're talking about the kind of stuff we talk about nowadays, like I said, sexual assault and, you know, abuse and things of that nature, that's not...
The music in his video went from so lighthearted now, it's like I feel like I'm fighting a well, for me, it would be like the first or second boss in Dark Souls, but nonetheless, you get my point.
Drama. Like, that's actual, like, crimes and serious allegations and stuff like that that the YouTube community kind of pushes as drama. And it wasn't like that back in the day. It was actually fun, and in some cases, extremely funny.
Yeah, the numbers, Mason. It sounds like Black Ops.
Cover drama in those days. So you can understand why, like, someone, for example, like Keemstar, who's been covering this stuff as long as he has, you can understand why he would start to get bored with this stuff, right? Because it's not fun to cover drama anymore. The majority, like I'd say, like, out of every 10 topics that I cover on this show, I probably only legitimately enjoy covering, I don't know, maybe 4 of them. So 4 topics out of 10, I actually enjoy covering because they're actually funny, or they're...
I don't agree with that. I actually enjoy the shit that I cover. I would say 1 time out of every 10, I'm like, maybe I should just upload something today. But even that doesn't happen often.
Actually legitimately interesting to me. But yeah, the majority of stuff nowadays, it's not fun to talk about. It's kind
What about Keemstar's taint that I see in the chat?
Kind of depressing, actually, to see just how much legitimately fucked up shit happens in the social media landscape nowadays. It's kind of...
See, I find, like... Unfortunately, this terrible stuff happens everywhere. And it's not that I'm like, yes, terrible stuff is happening. No, I wish it wouldn't happen. But it fascinates me to see the stuff that happens in the communities and what people think they could get away with. So I kind of feel differently. I actually find it fascinating. I don't find it not interesting.
It's kind of disappointing, really. But anyway, let's continue.
But recently... things have changed quite a bit, and it started around the time of the pandemic is when things got pretty bad. You know, there was a shift in the culture where cancel culture became like this overpowering thing, and people went after YouTubers.
What happened there, Tipster?
Sponsors, you know, like really trying to just ruin them financially. And that caused everyone to stop speaking their mind, right? That caused everyone to be a walking, talking commercial, all right? You got guys like Bryce Hall, who I guess is edgy. He doesn't really seem that edgy to me. But then you have Noah Beck coming out saying, I don't want to make videos with Bryce Hall because I feel like it might hurt our brand deals. That's what we're dealing with. So who is Noah Beck? Well, you don't know. This guy's a robot. What does Noah Beck think about anything? You don't know. Like, the guy's a robot. He's a walking, talking commercial. He's not...
I mean, what he's saying, minus the fact that I knew he wasn't going to retire, is true. Why do you think another reason I love doing these streams? I love doing videos too, and I like kind of went through fucking withdrawal, like I said. But I found a way to not, I like, well, that's probably part of the reason why, you know, I don't snag the big deals. And there's channels that get the same viewership with me that they get these major brand deals. And I'm not salty, but I know but here's the thing. The reason why I'm still relevant is because I don't, like, yeah, I don't swear in the videos because then the channel would just be dead. But I kiss birds. I go crazy. Like, but that's the thing. Even what I do, that's not where the big money is. I mean, it's what's smart for me because that's what makes me stand out is my weirdness, whether you like it or not. But yeah, but certain companies won't fuck with me, and that's fine. But that's why. So to get those kind of companies, you have to be this super white bread because corporations want money from everybody. You could be the biggest racist piece of shit on the planet. They'll still your dollar is still green. So they want you to just don't offend anybody. We want everybody's money. So yeah, stuff's kind of gotten, you know, you don't get the same shit it isn't like 2016 anymore where Leafy is here, whether you like them or not. That is never going to happen again. Filthy Frank is never going to be on YouTube again. Filthy Frank was brilliant. Didn't say I liked everything he did, but what George did with Filthy Frank, like ET2, is one of my favorite fucking videos of all time. As a 40-year-old man, and that still holds up to this day. And you know what? It'll never happen again. Because you can't. I don't even think the video would get the viewership now because it would probably it would get limited ads. And even if it didn't, the algorithm wouldn't push it the same way with the shit that's in it. It's a different time.
It's not a real person. He's fake, you know, because brands. He's got to protect those brand deals. But this isn't to single out Noah.
And the beautiful thing about these streams is that I don't have to worry about getting. I mean, I have a few sponsorships every month, and they're great. I love them, you know, but I don't have to worry about, oh my God, I got to get a sponsor so I can make sure to pay my editor and make sure to do this and make sure to do that. Like the streams let me have more freedom and I could pretty much be the vile piece of shit that I actually am. Thank you, Morph Fiend. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you for discovering my channel.
Back, this is everywhere, right? This is all YouTubers.
He's right about this. You could hate the guy. He's right about this, though.
This is all influencers, well, most of them. So what happens is when nobody speaks their mind and everyone's a commercial, there's not really that much entertainment, you know? Entertainment.
Tipster looks like he's watching someone get a colonoscopy. Rich, get this. Best Buy changed our hours today from 11 a.m. to 7 because of the new COVID variant. Also, we have 15 people out with it, and it's been awful. Holy shit. Well, they said, even though it's not as dangerous, at least from the last time I read, but that could have changed, that Omicron is way more transmissible than other variants.
And you need...
Thank you, Anna Ship.
Drama. You know, think of the Avengers without drama. Think of the Avengers without a bad guy, right? You need some back and forth. You need some battles.
But on the flip side, Keem, you know there's still going to be horrible. There's going to be enough out with how big content creation and social media is. There'll always be something for you to cover, so stop. But yes, he is right, though, that it's not, because there isn't the same shit that goes on, because everyone wants those big, juicy brand deals, just like television.
You need conflict, right? That's a core part of entertainment. Not all entertainment, but in general, entertainment. And that just doesn't happen anymore with
so that was a big thing. He just, like, the kind of stuff that happens nowadays, it's gotten boring for him, not to mention the fact that he's been doing this a long time. And so he felt like it was his time to retire. And the majority of the commentary community kind of got behind him on this. He started talking about how he was going to be looking for a replacement on Drama Alert. So a lot of people have been auditioning. I know, like, Ty Blue didn't appear.
Ty Blue's been on his show. Ty Blue's a cool dude. Ty Blue's been on his. He's had him as like a guest host quite a few times, I believe. I know Ty Blue. He's a cool guy.
He's on Drama Alert. Actually, a couple of appearances on Drama Alert recently. He did an exceptional fucking job.
He always does. Yeah, he was. He has arguably a better presence on camera than Keem does.
I know my boy Willie Mack.
Sorry, Keemstar.
Has been on Drama Alert a couple times at this point. He's done very well as
Have
well.
a good night,
and I think
Timmy.
there might have been like one or two other people who've hosted
see
Drama
you.
Alert as well recently. So he was actively looking for a replacement, and I've seen some comments he's made kind of like publicly as well as privately about how, you know, these people are doing a great job, but they can't churn out the content. Excuse me. You have to excuse me, guys. I'm still sick. But they can't churn out the content as quickly as he does. And so as a result of that, he's kind of made some off the record and on the record comments about how he doesn't think he's going to be able to retire. His plan was to...
Oh, stop it. He's a multi-millionaire. If he really wanted to retire even without a new host, then he could just whatever. Like just go off into the sunset and live off of fucking interest, bro, and investments. It's okay. You enjoy you enjoy having a crowd. I get it. You're not like the Batman of drama on YouTube. Like, it's not like they're going to it's not like the mayor's going to come out and flash a gnome beard in the sky and you have to go in front of the microphone.
To retire in March and then have other people take over for him. And I gotta be honest, I kind of feel a bit baited based off of like a
Keemstar, it's Commissioner Gordon. One of the Paul brothers was butt fucking a woman in the woods. You must make a video. I'm your host, Killer Keemstar.
Comment he made yesterday on Twitter, where apparently it looks like that whole spiel about retiring back in October, it looks like it may not happen anymore. What exactly am I talking about? Let me show
I'm
you.
so shocked.
He put out the following tweet yesterday, January 3rd. I'm not retiring on March 8th, 2022. That was the original plan.
I want to, but drama alert. My own YouTube channel is not ready for me to leave yet. Just shh. Stop. I have to expand the company much bigger before I get 20 million for my company is a joke. It's worth more. I'll just have to prove it.
To retire on March 8th.
I don't know how to feel about the valuation in either way.
But Drama Alert is not ready.
But how do you sell? You can't sell a YouTube channel. I mean, I'm sure it's more than a YouTube channel. And Devin wrote, Devin, you never planned on leaving. No.
Ready for me to leave yet. I have to expand the company much bigger before I can leave.
Yeah, and Keemstar's production value is less than mine, and mine is far from Linus Tech Tips. He looks like he's filming a early 2000s porn. It's fine for what he does, don't get me wrong, but come on, man.
$20 million for my company.
Yeah, he is the channel. What is someone going to do but spend $20 million on his beard? You know, Keemstar be shifted from Drama Alert Nation to Drama Alert Empire. Yeah, man.
Company is a joke. It's worth more. I'll have to prove it. So, all that nonsense about, hey, I'm going to quit Drama Alert and I'm going to assign somebody else to be a host. It was just that. It was nonsense. It's literally not going to happen. And I felt like so many people, myself included, were baited into believing that shit. You know,
I never believed. You guys know. Am I lying? Trying to like pat myself? How long have I been saying he's not really going to retire? I've been saying he's not.
There was a part of me in the back of my mind that's like, you know, Keemstar loves doing this shit. He loves being a part of this like internet social media landscape. So while I did believe he legitimately was going to retire, another part of me was like, you know what? He loves this shit too much. So he's not going anywhere. And you know, that little part of me that I tried to ignore and put in the back of my brain and thought, no, you're overthinking this. No, it looks like I was right. And I saw Irish Bat.
DSP is going to be like 75 saying, guys, I need to pay my mortgage tomorrow. Stop with the goddamn super chats and send it StreamLabs. But, Phil, they gave you $500 through a super chat. Like, just be brave. You're just a fucking detractor, you piece of shit. I gotta piss. I needed to caffeinate my whole caffeinatedman.com. Let's continue.
At us in the chat too earlier saying that, oh, you know, I told you that this was going to happen, that he wasn't actually going to leave. And I got to tell you, you were right. And anybody else who quoted this and said, oh, no, this is bullshit, he's not going anywhere.
Oh, John. Oh, I would be enraged. I would go full Karen at that point. Thank you, Abby, for putting on my Discord. That's not me being sarcastic. Oh, that would make me enraged. Newegg screwed me over with shipping before too. They've been good, but there was a time I almost stopped shopping with them in general because they screwed me over so bad.
You guys were right too, because there you go. It looks like he does not plan on retiring anymore. Which I think is actually a good thing, because like Dromler without Keemstar just isn't Dromler in my opinion. Yes, Ty Blue did.
Is what one of the Assassin's Creed Origins that came out 2018, right?
Did a fantastic job when he hosted. Yes, Willie Mac Show did a fantastic job when he hosted, and there have been other people who've hosted over the years, like Nuda, for example, who did a fantastic job as well.
Did anyone really think he was going to retire? Like, come on. I guess he did for a little. Yes. I gotta see if I can.
You're getting Grandpa excited. You're getting Grandpa excited.
Oh, we gotta do something here. Actually, I'll do it later.
But having said that, Dromalert is Keemstar, and Keemstar is Dromalert. So while a lot of people may be outraged by this announcement, I'm sure a lot of Keem's haters are really upset to hear this news that he's not going to be.
Like, I wouldn't care if Pat the NES Punk retired or he didn't. Like, I wouldn't be overjoyed. Like, who gives a shit? You know, I don't even care if the quartering. I don't care if the quartering stays around forever. I don't like him, but I don't give a shit about him. Find something else to do. If someone quitting a platform makes you happy, like, who cares?
Going anywhere. But having said that, you know, I'm happy to hear this news actually, because I really enjoy watching Dromalert for Keemstar, the personality. I know, like I said, not everybody likes Keem, and that's fine. If you're not a fan of Keem, you're free to have your opinion. But honestly, I like Dromalert with Keemstar as the host. And so I'm looking forward to see many more episodes of Dromalert in the future featuring Keem. And who knows?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Scarce here. Oh, doesn't Keemstar hate Scarce? Like, I think he hates Scarce more than he hates me. And I know he loathes me.
Maybe one day he actually will retire. I mean, we all gotta, you know, sign off and you know, do a video and do our outro that one last time, and sure enough, you know, that day will come for Keemstar eventually. You know, he's getting older, I'm getting older, we all get older at some point in time, so none of this lasts forever. It just turns out that the plans of the last time.
But why? Like, you know, I mean, okay, you can retire from, like, maybe doing it daily, or you could, but like, what are you gonna, I mean, some people have straight up quit, but I think it's more of like, as far as everyone I remember, there may be other exceptions. It's usually like a shame quitting that, you know, they did something really terrible.
Time being in March, doesn't look like it's gonna happen that way after all. So, you got us, Keem. You got us.
Birds. All right. Anyway, so this is where the real, like, that would, to me, the file that under no fucking shit. Yeah, EDP just quit for no reason. You know, you change, like, imagine I was just still doing straight up gameplay videos like I used to. My channel would be dead. Like, you just gotta just change it up and do so. And I would be bored if I just did that. So you gotta change it up, you know?
Here we go.
Nah, Keemstar still can't stand me. I'm kind of indifferent on him, to be honest with you. I really don't care. He thinks I want to lick his fucking boots for some reason, which I don't. Like, Keem, I don't ever want to work on Drama Alert ever. Like, you know, I don't need anything from you. My channel does just fine. There's nothing that I can gain from you. So,
Killer. There he is.
What's up?
You use the same picture for everything?
Yeah, can you cut the music?
Yeah, the music's cut, man. The music's cut.
Alright. First off, get off saying what you...
yeah, like Stone Fox Media just like went, and then he came back. He's like, I'm red pilled now. Well, okay.
You said about me in that stream.
What about it?
I should...
Thank you, Florida Chick. Yeah, it was a natural evolution, and I got flack for it, so I kind of flip-flopped, review flip-flop USA, and yeah, it was true, I did. You know, I'm also way much less now, so I'm more comfortable in front of the camera.
Die? That I'm the most evil person you know?
No, what I said was that if somebody on this earth that deserves to die, it would be you.
Wings, I have to say here objectively that you've also didn't like he say that to like a fan of his one time because he beat him in a game. Like, I hope you die in an honorable, like, horrible car wreck or whatever.
That's what I said.
Pretty fucked up thing to say.
You've said some pretty fucked up things too.
Explain why I deserve to die.
I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck. That's a heartwarming thing to say.
From my experience, granted, I have very little social experience.
Strap in. We're going to be here for a while, by the way.
Other than like YouTube and being a YouTube commentator for like 10 years at this point. You are the one person that I've seen do the most heinous things online, period. Like when we were doing that game together and you tried to like get us to like force money ahead when like nobody was like putting money in.
You could tell, not to sound like JCS here, but you could hear that Wings is really struggling to, I mean, look, Keemstar has done fucked up shit. I'm not going to like, again, the guy can't stand me, so I am not trying to, he's never going to like me. He's flat out said it. I'm not trying to get in his good graces, but he's like, well, there was that one time you tried to get like, you know, some money for, yeah, and there was, ban anybody who tries to say that I don't sound like I can know what I'm talking about.
Look here! Look, listen!
Wings is cute, built good. You brought up generic white male. I'm going to spam the button again. You deserve it.
Can I taste your nuts?
You know, the whole Billionaires Bash thing and how that was a ruse. You had like when you came on PK
Okay,
and
first of all,
tried
for the game thing, I don't even remember that. That was so long ago.
It was a long time
But
ago.
But I'm saying that I asked you to invest in a game that you would profit in?
No, what me and Woody brought me in, and you wanted me and Woody to donate $3,000 each to you.
You could tell that Wings is stretching this. I'm sure there's things I'm going to agree with Wings here, but this one you could just, it's, if you didn't know these two people and you just like heard this, like you would be like, that guy sounds like he's trying to really make something out of nothing, doesn't it?
As to make sure we were serious investors, but
Wings is Ford V6 Mustang tough. Ban anybody. Come on. Ban anybody says I have a V6 Mustang.
Look here! Look, listen!
El Meco has become a member. Thank you, sir.
but you were already getting the lion's share of the profit there. Me and Woody.
Oh, you already are a member for 7 months. Happy, technically 20 months did you start streaming. By the way, did you see news about Stepanka being hospitalized and now does fart NF? How the fuck do you even do a fart NFT? How does...
We were like 15% partners, I think was the correct thing
Oh,
there.
my God.
But like...
Do you realize, oh, my God, we are fucked as a society. This is a real thing. They're having an alpha male con. And like, there are people that self-declare them. Think about how the fucking level of patheticception here. First off, if you self-declare yourself out like an alpha male, you're not a fucking alpha male. And if you pay to go to this con to see these fucking idiots, you are like literally the living definition of a cuck. And you might as well be like, hey, sir, would you mind fucking my wife, please?
But like the game was very sketchy to begin with. Like I don't even know why I was brought
First of
into
all,
it.
That was my dev team, so if that's
Right.
I don't even remember. I can't really defend myself in this because it was so long ago. I don't even remember anything about this. But if that was the case,
this is a speed bump, right? Like that's not the main concern, right? There's
So why wouldn't you just go into the main concern?
other bullet points here.
Jordan. Look here, look, listen.
But
ban anybody who says I say look here, look, listen.
let's just ignore this, odd claim that you're making with no proof to back it up.
I have.
Yeah, you asked me to invest in something. You should die.
Woody would have backed me up on this proof.
Okay, so I was gonna do a game with you. I told you that I wanted money from you to know that you're serious. That would
non-flushable turrets. It's good.
You were you said you were gonna get 15% of the game, and that's part of the reasons why I deserve to die.
No. That's just like I said. That's the first bullet point. You tried to swindle me and Woody out of money because that game never came to effect. How were we gonna get our money back?
Hold up. You didn't give me any money.
We didn't because I wasn't going to. But like you're
you
holding.
Weren't swindled. You weren't swindled. And second of all, I just want to let you know I just came out with a game app.
Right.
A couple months ago.
This was after Fortress Craft. This is right after Fortress Craft.
Made $200,000.
Key made a lot of money with Fortress Craft.
I mean, I've made a lot of money on games.
Right. But
it's coming to the Switch as a streamable game, Clash for City Rocker. It's going to be a cloud game. Yay.
Horrible Keemstar, the genius business guy, tried to get Wings some money, tried to give him a business opportunity.
All right,
but somehow that gets
let's
manipulated into me trying to scam you.
All right, let's go. What about Total Biscuit?
Oh, that really shitty thing that Keemstar said. Yeah, really shitty. Keem even admits it was really shitty, but again, it's I think he should be in front of a firing squad for this, Wings? File that under no.
What about Total Biscuit? You keep cutting out.
Awful thing that he said. I would have never said it
Biscuit.
personally.
What would you like to say about him?
I remember a certain video which you took down, where you were basically laughing at him because he got cancer, and you said, and I quote, "You can't wait till he dies so you can make a video on Drama Alert about him."
Completely out of context. All right. What happened was
Nah, sorry, Keem, he wasn't completely out of context. You got angry because Total Biscuit, God rest his soul, said you weren't news. You got butthurt and said, "Can't wait to report your death." No. Like, all right, man. You said it. You owned up to it. Move on. I agree. But it's not taken out of context. I was there in 4K for it.
I let him know that he made the news like anyone. If they're in the news, I tweet at them and say, "Hey, you made the news."
God, I remember Keemstar did that to me back in the year in the news when the whole shit was happening with like the supposedly Lizard Squad in the Big Cheese Crusaders. The good old days.
News today or whatever. He responded by saying, "You're not news," and then blocked me. So I responded by saying, "I was a fan of you. I never had a problem with you." I go, "Now you make me want to, say, I can't wait to report your death."
He's saying you know a lot. You know, when someone says you know a lot, they're getting defensive and they don't want to really complete what they have to say because they don't have an out. I've learned that through life.
All right. Which?
Yeah. No, Keemstar, that wasn't taken out of context. Here was the context. Total Biscuit didn't like you. You liked him. You told him he was in the news. He doesn't like you, so he said you're not news, and I think he blocked you. You got butthurt, and then you said, "I can't wait to report your death because you pissed off my fragile ego." Like again, yeah, it's done with. I agree. You owned up to it. That's fine. Look, I've said stupid shit too. But there's no context to it, dude.
Which was fucked up and wrong for me to say, all right? But it was out of context.
Okay, let's go even further back than the YouTube Tournament Fighter game. You wanna go further back? Roll back Father Time. Remember when?
Ban anybody who says Father Time.
Look here. Look, listen.
Bad
Reasons
Company.
why I deserve to die.
Remember
I
when
want
bad
reasons why I deserve
Remember
to die.
when Machinima was first popping, and you were doing the FAG stuff, right? Federation of Asshole Gamers, and you made it your mission to try to get me blacklisted from Machinima, to the point that we had to have like Machinima step in and reconcile it.
Is this when you were going after?
No, this is when you just singled me out. Like, I did
Corn
nothing
Pop
to
was a
warrant
bad
this.
dude.
Oh no, you did. You were going after the guy who camps.
I don't remember that, but I remember you got really upset one time, and you kept sending every video I had like all your little kids coming up there and disliking it.
I think this is true.
Uploaded a video, right? And you were going after that guy who camps, who did nothing to you and said nothing to you. So I defended him, and I thought you deserved a taste of your own medicine. That's what the FAG was all about, bullying the bullies. And you were quite the bully back in the day, Wings. You went after a lot of.
I went after a lot of people. I also built a lot of channels too.
Yeah, but no, Wings, I remember, like, yeah, you did. So you talked a lot of shit, dude.
That doesn't negate the fact that you attacked a bunch of people for no reason.
Well, you use the term attack.
YouTube don't want me to say anything negative about Keemstar, but they're letting you say it right now. So what do you mean? What, were you saying like fucking shit and stuff like that? It'll filter those out.
But like, I don't remember the.
Say a sentence or two as Biden, please. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Hung with a lot of bad boys with hairy legs that turned blonde in the sun.
Spark of that guy who camps stuff, but I'm pretty sure it was a disagreement, most likely, and we made videos about each other, just kind of like the Hutch thing. Like the Hutch thing was a disagreement that got blew out by people wanting to take sides and doing the mob mentality.
I remember him, X-Jaws, and a few other YouTubers at the time.
All right, but I still have to say, Wings, why does he, deserve the gas chamber for this? Like, I know this is older stuff. It's still interesting, though.
I think FPS Russia might have been involved in this call. I can't remember. Again, this is like 9 years ago.
FPS Russia wasn't a thing at
X-Jaws, the Adderall dealer. What did he get caught for? Dealing drugs or some shit?
That point.
FPS Russia was a Call of Duty
Wait, did people ask him to wear his wife's bra?
YouTuber when this went down.
Maybe. It might have been when he first started popping off.
Call of Duty YouTuber. And you were uploading videos and you were talking all kinds of crap about that guy who camps and attacking him out of the blue when he did nothing to you. And they came to me knowing that I bully the bullies and asked me to bully you.
You kind of bully everybody, Keemstar. But
let me see here, 'cause I didn't used to take videos down.
It is an old debate, but it's a classic.
I barely even remember this.
Regardless, you almost got me fired from Machinima. Let's go. How about this? How about this one? Here's another one. This is more recently, right? What about the
Yeah, move on, Wings, because this is not really like a damning thing here. Let's keep going, Chief.
time that you pointed out that a guy that was streaming RuneScape was a pedophile with no information to back it up? And then you sent your entire little...
Yeah, I mean, yes, this is absolutely awful, but Keemstar did own up to this immediately and apologize to the guy. I actually, you know, what I heard too is that towards the end of that, like, he offered the guy money. The guy didn't want money. He just wanted a shout out for his live streams. Yes, it was very awful what Drama Alert and Keemstar did there. But then from what I've heard, maybe this isn't accurate, the guy was like, yeah, you just got to like shout me out forever for doing that. And Keemstar was like, yeah, I shouted you out for like maybe over a year. Like, we're good. I also offered you money. You said no. So the guy the older man started to dislike him and they had beef. That's how I think it went down. I could be wrong about it though.
Troll army over there, and you made that dude cry.
That's not true. That is not true. What you're saying is incorrect.
All right.
And I'll explain why.
Explain.
All right. Somebody on my news team messed up. All right. Now, listen, I got to take the blame. It's my show. I take full responsibility, and I did take full responsibility. Video.
All right, but don't you think that kind of accusation at least deserves a double check?
Of course. And the double check was not made. It was a huge mistake on my part. But when you go...
Let's get this vestry going. Oh, that would put me in true DSP territory.
And you twist that scenario into a situation where you make it sound like it was done on purpose, like it was malicious. That makes you the asshole, not me. Because when I uploaded that video and we got that story wrong, all right?
Yeah, I could fix.
The first thing I did is fire the guy on my news team that got it wrong. The second thing I did is offer the guy $20,000. And actually, before...
Yeah, I was right about that. This is coming up. I was right about that.
Steps 1 and 2, I removed the video. The video was only up for 2 hours. Then I got in contact with the guy and tried to do everything I could to make things right. Offered to fly him out to a RuneScape event and everything else. So when you go and you take that situation and you twist it into somehow I did this on purpose, all right? That makes you the asshole, not me.
No.
When I fuck up, Wings, I take responsibility and I try to fix it. I own up to it. I made a video that night right on Drama Alert saying that we got it wrong and that this guy was innocent.
Wings is like, ban anybody who says he actually has a point. You can tell he is searching. Richard has fire coming out of his ears.
Regardless, you didn't double check. You've done a lot of shady shit over the years, Keemstar, and
Mistake, for sure. It was a mistake.
You've done
for
like
sure.
this is just stuff
But-
off the top of
but
my
don't
head that I
act like
remember.
it was malicious.
What about the time you came
Don't
on
act like it's
PKA
malicious.
and you tried to swindle Modern Warfare 3 copies out of people in by using a burn hospital as a scapegoat? And it got to the point that even the guys on PKA was like, "Yeah, you did do that." Like you said, I can get you Modern Warfare 3, and then you called a Walmart and said that you were trying to get early copies for a burn ward.
Funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it sounds like a prank. Not saying it's good, but it sounds like a prank.
And think that we were actually going to get copies. I was trying to say and do something entertaining because the whole stream was about you guys trying to get early copies of Modern Warfare 3. So I called in, all right, being the troll guy that I was at that time, and I let them know that there was like some burn victim or whatever it was, right? And you know, it was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we need.
You either have to admit you're wrong and own up when you make mistakes, or just flat out never admit to being wrong about anything to survive doing this kind of shit. That's what Donald Trump does that. I'm not wrong about fucking anything, so my dick is huge. Do not listen to Marco Rubio. He's a piece of shit.
Needed the happy for the game.
Yeah, Wings is like, and this was a few years ago. Yeah, 2018. But still, like you're bringing up Modern Warfare. That was 2011, Wings.
I didn't think we were really gonna get the game, but it was funny. I'm sorry, Wings. It was funny.
All right. What about you
Is
lying
that a
about?
reason for me to die?
What about
Is that
you-
a reason for me to die?
What about you lying about walking 365?
What?
You did a drama alert tweet stating that I didn't walk 2 miles a day and walking 365, and showed a image of.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of bored of this. Let's listen to Wings fart, or Wings wife fart. I gotta. Wings wife fart. No, where is Wings wife fart? I gotta find it. As a matter of fact, live on stream, his wife's fart is going to be a part of my soundboard. We're going to make this happen right now. Let's see. We got to find it. History. Where is it? Oh, come on. Who has the fart? I can't find the fucking fart. Did I download the fart, maybe? Yes! Yes!
I don't think she wants to come on camera right now.
All right, let's see if I could find it here. History. Yes! All right, I'm going to let you hear it first, and then we're going to make it into a sound bite. Here we go. I mean, I don't even really have to... I'll show it to you just to prove it's Wings so no one thinks I'm lying. But here's Wings. Live streaming, I think, Dark Souls, the original? Maybe Dark Souls, I don't know.
I don't think she wants to come on camera right now. She's in her underwear.
Listen. Oh! And he went, Listen to that. That was shit. Bro, what was that demon that came out of her cheeks? Listen to that again. All right, we're gonna master that fart. We're gonna master it. I'm gonna. The fucking he was like repulsed by, he was like what the hell? Like, you could tell she forced that out too. Oh, do you think they could hear that? I think that a species from an intelligent species from a different planet picked it up on their fucking radar. She was like, oh, honey, how about... That wasn't, oh, oops. That was, I just shit myself on purpose. Oh, man, I could talk about this fart for hours. There is so much complexity here. Anyway, let's
She's in her underwear.
Just again. You missed me. That's the thing. There's no. What is there no cuss words in, bro? I think I answered you. Wait, let's make it a little bit quicker.
No problem spreading. Oh, okay.
Oh, God. All right, we got to make that into a soundboard. We're going to make... Should I keep the from Wings? I think the from Wings makes it better. Yo. All right, so let me zoom up here. We're going to make this... We're going to make that a soundboard clip. Wings. I can't... That is too powerful of a fart for a man like me to avoid. All right, wait. Let me minimize this. I'll get the clip right. Sorry, Shale, but I didn't miss it, man. I just wasn't sure what you meant. All right, so here we go. Yeah, just the audio. I just need the audio. Yeah, imagine she just straight up shit herself. That was holy, no pun intended. Holy shit, man. All right, so let me get SoundForge open. But that was forced, man. That was, oh, the juice in that. Like, what did she eat that made her ass sound? Like, the only time my ass ever sounds like if I ate something that I don't normally eat or something that doesn't agree with me. But here we go. We're going to hear how powerful I can make his wife's fart. This is, all right, so here we go. So we're in SoundForge right now. I could actually show you this process. It's not like I'm showing credit card information. I don't know why I zoomed in. So here we go. Here is the magic right here. I do this kind of shit for music production too. So
I don't think she wants to come on camera right now. She's in her underwear.
Oh, so she was in her fucking underwear letting this ass out right there? What the fuck? This is just getting better and better. This is getting better and better. All right.
I don't think she wants to come on camera right now. She's in her underwear.
All right, so I don't want to get any of her voice. There we go. All right, so. There. All right. I can listen. You have to match and raise her too far. All right, so I'm gonna hit Control X. So we got that cut to the clipboard. Paste special, paste to new, and there it is. It sounds like she's shuffling a deck of cards. Oh my God, I could taste his wife's fart, and I'm just listening to it through the internet. So now we're gonna go into I haven't used this in a minute. Wavehammer. Or actually, what I'll do first before Wavehammer is volume. So options, where is tools, effects, vibrato. Where the fuck is wave? That's process volume. Here we go. So I'll raise it up. We could probably raise it again. Process volume. All right, so let's do volume a little. Let's just do no, we'll do the volume one more time. Nah, that's why I didn't want to do that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just get her fart part. Zoom in to make sure I'm not on a... Yeah, I don't want to be. I want to get right before Wings goes. Could try to be as close to 0 as possible. Okay. All right. Yeah, Rich is in the lab remixing a fart. Bryson, you can use your soundboard if you like me to. Eric Seals is selflessly offering over his farts for my show. Yeah, send me a fart, man. I'll check out your farts. Sure. I look at you hear the Stark Souls walking. All right, we're going to raise that volume even more. Let's go to process again. Go to volume. I think we go even louder. I'm getting dangerous here, man. Hey, so what did you do? So what did you do on Rich's live stream tonight? Well, we watched Rich remaster one of Wings of Redemption's wife's really rank farts. This is the quality fucking content you need in 2022. Don't get it twisted. All right, so what we'll do... All right, so we'll get rid of the loop. All right, here, listen. Now, you can make Wings a little bit louder. This is what I sub for. Barack America's dying over here. We'll turn up the volume on Wings' a little bit because it sounds like it's not. Probably shouldn't be that much. Yeah, it's going to distort. I knew it. All right, so undo volume, go to process, go to volume. Let's make it 125. Come on, 27. That's fine. There we go. I need a 1 hour loop of. You could practically hear what she had. Dude, you could hear. I think I heard a piece of broccoli come out of her asshole. Or you hear a little bit of clipping at, like you hear, because it's not cut at a low. See how it's not at 0? So what I'm going to do here, just so you don't hear that at that pop at the end, you go to, I want to do a fade out, effects, distortion, where is it? I know it's here. I knew the old version had it. Process. The fuck is the fade? There it is. There it is. Out. All right, and now we'll do a little quick fade in because I hear the pop here. Process. I'm doing a lot of work for this fart. I hope Wings appreciates it. Fade in. There we go. Now it won't pop anymore. We have now, and no, I need to do one more thing here. Let's do tools. Where is Wave Hammer? Because Wings' wife hammered a fart out of her ass. Master for 16-bit. And that is a masterpiece, like the Sistine fucking Chapel, I would say. That fart gave her a colonoscopy at the... I would say I did some damn good work. Now let's make it part of the soundboard. All right. I would say I did some damn good work. All right, right, so I'm going to save. This is all just, I'm saving it as a WAV file. Stream Deck. I'm going to name it Wings Wife Fart. And save that. It is a WAV file, so it should make it easy to... oh, I have to update ExpressVPN. Let me go to Stream Deck. And I'm going to go to... Where is... No, this PC. Look at all the work I put in for a fart, man. No, go to this PC. What are you doing? Where is the... Yeah, where is... Why can't I get to my folder? Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Now it opened. What the hell? Stream Deck soundboard. Here it is. We have to look for Wings Wife Fart. Here it is. The magic is about to happen. I'll put it separate here. Let's make it that it can overlap itself. We're going to turn up the volume on it. Let's check out the volume here. This is very important. This is all the production value that goes into an RTU Streams live stream. And in 3, 2, 1. You can't get better. And here we go. Now we're going to do Fartception. This is great content. This is great I don't know what else to tell you. This is great content. This is quality, family-friendly content. Ban anybody who talks about my wife's fart. Yo, man. Just the I almost was like, maybe I should leave the out, or maybe make a separate one with the but no. It almost sounds like he's getting turned on by the fart, doesn't it? Go to the email and check the fart I just sent. Which email did you send it to, bro? Which email did you send it to, Eric? Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let me check that email. Where did you send it to, bro? Actually, I could check right here. What am I doing? What am I doing? Am I going to have like a fart submission contest? All right. So did you send it to submissions? No. Did you send it to... I can't find your fart, bro. Let me try one other one. Ah, here we go. It's just a fart, right? Oh, that's you making noises. What is this one? Why does this not have a preview? Wow. It sounds like you killed a duck and a woman screamed in horror. Yes. Yes, and that is still a thing that is going to happen. I need to download a whole bunch of farts I have sent to Intro Guy, and I have to get his permission to use his farts too. Twop quality content. Just honestly, the fart in and of itself, yeah, it's powerful, it's rank, but all right, so yeah, it kind of gets melded into the other sounds. I tried to amplify the fartness a little bit, but the wings going. It just makes it. Wait. Oh, wait. Here's the best part, though. I forgot about this. I didn't even play the whole fucking thing. Am I an idiot? Here. Yes, you can.
Look here. Look, listen.
Wait.
Look here. Look, listen.
So here we go. Let's do the whole event here. Oh, wait, slow
I don't
down.
think she wants to come on camera right now. She's in her underwear.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just picturing. There's just so much to unpack here. This is a 19-second clip, and we've been at this shit. No pun intended. For like a half an hour. Like, so she's sitting there in her underwear. I'm not really interested in seeing Wing's wife in his underwear. Let's just be honest. And she lets out this. This is a gift from God himself. Or themselves, excuse me. That F I sent you and my girlfriend when she was sleeping. It's why you hear, so you farted in your girlfriend's face. You are a good boyfriend. So she's in underwear. Okay. She's in underwear. And that was this. There was definitely a razor stripe. There was maybe even shrapnel at that point. If she says no, that is a lie. You are witnessing history on this YouTube channel right now. You are witnessing history, but it gets better.
You have no problem spreading any of my business, do you?
I think they heard that one.
I'm not sure. Those underwear needed to be put in like a radioactive waste vat.
I don't know.
Oh my God. One more time and then we're done, I swear.
I don't think she wants to come on camera right now. She's in her underwear.
Oh, okay.
But that took, okay. Oh. Like there's no, like her voice didn't even, because there was force. You could tell by how the fart sounded. Like that was something she had to put power into her colon to release. But there was, okay. Like there was no, you didn't hear, okay. Like it was just, she lets out power farts on the regular confirmed. Set you a diarrhea effect on Twitter. I'm gonna have to talk to Intro Guy, and then I'm gonna get farts from everyone here. If people want to send me farts, it's not official yet, so don't bombard me with farts. It's gonna happen, but when I'm gonna do an official thing after I download all of Intro Guy's and I's ass sound clips, I will say you could send them to me too. We are going to have a fart fiesta. Because I review technology like no other motherfucker. I have to piss. God, you're beautiful fucking birds, aren't you? Imagine Dreamcast guy got his own bird. Could you imagine Hey, what's up? What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here, and now I have a huge cock next to me. Keep dreaming. Donnie Dio Hart, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. This is the weirdest fucking stream I've ever done. It started off with me complaining about a package, still justifiable complaints, in my opinion, that just magically shows up. Then I don't know what, then I went to check that box for like 37 minutes while a bunch of people stared at what teetered on almost being my ass crack, but luckily wasn't. Then we listened to a partial debate, which Wings was just digging. Like I actually listened to a lot of that before, maybe because I thought it was more entertaining than it really was. But I guess, I know what we could watch. It may get me a copyright claim, but I don't give a fuck. We could watch the Iceman Confessions. That's what we'll watch. Maybe HBO will claim me. I don't care, though. I believe the whole... I love how they say it's part 1, but it's the whole Iceman Confession. This shit's crazy. This guy passed away in prison, but he was a hitman for the mafia. I wanted to do fuck it, we'll do this. It's only 11 o'clock. Shit. I should be able to appeal under fair use.
Mr. Kuklinski, we're going to conduct a bat search here. Put your arms out.
This dude was a cold
On May
motherfucker,
25th,
man.
1988, Richard Kuklinski was convicted of multiple murder and sentenced to life imprisonment.
Well, liar or not, they got enough on him to put him in prison for the rest of his life.
This ended 30 years of cold-blooded killing by a mass...
Richard Kuklinski was a guy who ended up being a hitman for the mafia. And he was one of the coldest motherfuckers out there. Now, how many people he killed or not, like, people are saying he's a liar, but there was enough against him to convict him to put him away till he died. I believe he died of a heart attack in prison.
...a criminal police called the Iceman.
Richard Kuklinski is one of the most dangerous criminals we have ever come across in this state. He murdered by guns. He murdered by strangulation. He murdered by putting poison on...
Ooh, that's a good point. I think, someone probably... He knew a lot, especially because he was such a cold motherfucker. That's why he was so successful being a hitman for the mafia. Because he was a remorseless killer. So he was around for a real long time. And I'm sure he had a bunch of dirt on a bunch of fucking people that I'm sure the feds were going to go to him on. So, looks time to make him disappear in prison.
Victims' food. He did all of this at the same time while exhibiting a normal, placid family existence. His wife.
That's Wings' wife could murder. Imagine Wings' wife started selling these in a jar.
Children were uninvolved in his criminal activities. Yeah.
Why did Keemstar block you on Twitter, Nathan?
We we are faced with evidence, convicting evidence of numerous grisly murders.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lies or not, which, yeah, I've heard that he was, and I heard that he's, Tommy's actually right about that, where a lot of people think he was oft in prison because he knew too much. Yeah, I heard that he kind of, I think that's the right word, aggrandized? Am I using proper vocabulary? If I'm not, fuck me.
How many people have you killed?
Oh, an approximate guess. Approximate, we'll go with more than 100.
I could, and again, liar or not, I could believe that because he was in the mafia as a hitman for so long, man. You know.
How do you feel about killing?
I don't.
A lot of money in murder.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't have a feeling one way or the
Yeah,
other.
this is some crazy shit, dude. Wait.
I think if I had a choice, I wouldn't.
Well, I guess that's good. Ah! Oh, that's so... Why do you come? I probably could just find that and not even have to make it myself, but it would be, as you see, I'm capable of doing it. Rich, why do you think Dreamcast failed? Was it not a better console than the PS2 at the time? Graphic and... No, the PS2, I believe, was more capable. That had nothing to do with it, though. It was really... I don't even necessarily... It can be argued that it was the fact that it didn't have a DVD drive. I know that was... What did he call? You'll have to call me and tell me. DM that to me, Nathan. DM that to me. Yeah, PS2, the DVD player was a big thing. I do think if Sega didn't have all those consecutive fuck-ups, though, with the Sega CD, the 32X, and the Saturn, that they could have survived, okay, it didn't have the DVD drive. I think it was a mixture of that and the fact that Sega's name was just so dragged through the mud that people were like, nah, fuck you.
The following program is based on 17 hours of an interview conducted under maximum security at Trenton State Prison. Law enforcement officials...
Didn't someone remake Doom to make it actually be like truly proper on the 32X where it fills the screen? They put the levels in. I think they actually ported over the Jaguar version of Doom, and they made the music better for the 32X. If you have like a EverDrive, you could. That's pretty badass, man. Actually, we should make a video on that or some shit.
Allowed our cameras unprecedented access in an attempt to uncover details of various unsolved crimes. It was also hoped that the interview would help to penetrate the mind of Richard Kuklinski.
She thought penetrate. Yeah.
Mind made for murder.
Richard, when you were on the streets, what kind of weapons did you use?
When I was out on the street to do something, I carried 3 guns and a knife. I had a Derringer in each pocket. And a gun on my ankle, a bigger gun just in case, and a knife.
Jesus, man, he was armed to the teeth.
And it all depends.
Ban anybody who says penetrate.
Look here! Look, listen!
Yeah, but the little diss on the GameCube is what hurt. Part of the reason that the GameCube hurt, because developers would have to compress the games down to, I believe, 1.5 5 gigabytes worth of discs, maybe. No, they were 1.5 because the GD ROMs on the Dreamcast were 1 gigabyte.
That's how it came about.
You indicated yesterday that.
Why does he look like you, Rich? Thank you, Abby. God, I wish he farted just a little closer to the mic. I could put some audio filters on it to get the background sound out. Ban anybody who tells my wife to fart closer to the mic.
You use a shotgun rather than a stoplight or something like that, or.
It was a good system, the GameCube. Don't get it twisted, but you know, it was between the not using DVD, so developers would have to squash games down to or put them on multiple discs, and it was a pain in the ass due to on the development side. Nintendo really, I mean, Microsoft was all about with Xbox Live. Sony went in deep enough where they had the broadband add-on adapter, and then the PS2 Slim had the broadband built in. But I know you could get a broadband adapter for the GameCube, but there was only a handful of games that utilized it. So between developers not being like, yeah, I'm not compressing my games down, it's a pain in the ass on from development side, and the fact that they were like, oh, Nintendo still is like, what's the internet? Hey, Mr. Miyamoto, for the Switch, are you finally going to have voice chat where the people could just put a headset into their fucking console now that Bluetooth is enabled? What? Internet?
I had a red light. We were following this fella. I pulled up a...
Love how he's just like chewing on a cert or a Tic Tac. Do they even make certs anymore? I haven't heard of certs since like the 90s.
Had a red light. Came alongside of him. And shot the shotgun, took his head off. He never saw the green light. It was a sawed-off shotgun.
Oh.
It was very...
Sawed-off shotguns are like my fucking penis. They're small but spray everywhere and are powerful. Yes, I saw it, Nathan. I'll look at it after the stream, bro. Oh, there's one more thing we can do. There's one more thing we could do with that. There's one more thing we could do. Let me I want wings. I want wings. I need your. Imagine I just did that for like an hour. That would be a moneymaker, huh? You'll see why I want it. Anyway, this is a fucking disaster stream. If for all the trolls who want to call this a disaster stream, I give you full fucking permission. This was a complete mess of a stream, and I'm okay with it. So let's do, I could fix that end. You thought you could fix that end. Like your schlong. Alright, so we will fix the end here so it doesn't process. We'll do a fade out. Let's make sure it loops with no pop. What are you doing with your life, Soundforge? Nah, it's still popping. What the fuck? I gotta do a fade in. So process fade in. Let's see now. Wings, are you popping? Ain't a buddy who says I'm popping. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just literally winging everything right now, like I've done with my career in my entire fucking life. All right, so let's save that. Save as, yeah, wings. Wings. Oh, we're going balls deep though, because you know what I'm doing? Wings wife fart solo, that's going to be called. Wings wife fart solo. All right, so we got Rich. Rich, I sharted. I'm sorry. Yo, we're going back to Iceman. Don't worry, but I needed to. Rich, I started anxiety medicine today, and you were part of the reason I haven't felt this good and free in years. Thank you. Started today. Now, if it's an SSRI, I'm not a doctor. Always talk to a doctor, but because I have experience with it, the first 2 weeks, if not longer, you may initially feel worse before you feel better. Now, depending if it's maybe something like a benzodiazepine, which those can be habit forming, you may feel the benefits right away. So just want to put that out there. Again, talk to your doctor. I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm a guy sitting here editing a fart on the fucking internet. All right, so now I'm going to add these to the soundboard. I love a contributing artist. So Wings wife. So where is Wings? Wait, where is Wings? Where is Wings? Wings, there it is. There it is. All right, so we got the so I have to add the and Wings wife fart solo. This is important. We're doing God's work here, everybody. So we're going to do overlap. So we got and we got all right. This is some real shit, man. So CJ, I'm going to look now. I'm not missing. You don't have to super chat me again. I appreciate it. I just want to, I'm seeing if you said in the comments or what you're taking. So anyway, so here, this is what I wanted to do.
Look here! Look, listen!
All right. Back to Iceman. Did I mention I'm fully well aware that this is a complete fucking shit show of a stream? Rich, do you find aiming in games with any Switch controllers more difficult? Not the Pro controllers, but the Joy-Cons, yes. Joy-Cons in first-person shooters, without the satisfied grip, suck dick. They do need to be a little more where there's more of a granular, like there's too much of a dead zone. Yes, I do agree with you.
As a matter of fact, when it happened, it surprised me. I expected the man to die, but it really surprised me when it took his head off. It was a...
Bro, it's a sawed-off shotgun. That you just eviscerated his fucking head. I'm not going to do an applause for that. That'd be horrible. But you just fucking... What do you mean?
Something I didn't expect.
Richard Kuklinski is not a serial killer.
Ban anybody who says...
He's not a drug-crazed, wild...
Yeah, he was just cold-hearted and did it for money. You know, whereas, like, there was, like, a depraved lust that Ted Bundy had. You know, and same with Jeffrey Dahmer. It was like it satiated some compulsion that they had. He was just like a cold-hearted motherfucker who just, you know.
The man running around with a machine gun. He's not a person that is driven by perverse sexual desires. He doesn't drink. He doesn't gamble. All of these things, which many persons that are involved in killing and murders often are motivated by.
Yeah, Richard Kuklinski would be considered a sociopath,
Richard Kuklinski,
right?
instead, is nothing more than a predator on human beings. His motivation is greed, and his method of murder is very varied and very extreme.
Expert in the use of cyanide. How many times did you kill with it?
Quite a few.
What's the different ways you use cyanide?
You could put it in liquid form. You could
ban anybody who says liquid form.
Say, for instance, a person could be in a bar. You bunk into them, possibly by mistake, or say you were intoxicated, spill the drink on them, and leave. Everybody just looks around and thinks you're...
That's such a universal too.
Drunk, or that you just had an accident or something, and meanwhile...
Wait, hold on. Come on. Come on.
Fuck you.
Look here. Look, listen. It's just, I could go all day.
Soaking through their clothes into their pores and into their system. And eventually, they'll die. I've been in a restaurant where we were eating, and the guy went to the bathroom, and while he was in the bathroom, we put a little boost in his food, and he was rushed to the hospital after that, and he died.
Well, it's cyanide, man. That's it. Once you get enough of that in your system, it's a wrap. And cyanide, I don't think, is necessarily detectable in an autopsy, correct? It doesn't show up?
I'm not exactly sure what they put on, what...
Ian, I missed your super chat. Hey, Rich, love your content, but watching since your old Jared Fogle videos you did with Mundane. Oh, my God. Bro, when he first got convicted, I remember doing that. I did a little podcast with Mundane Matt for a while. It's a long time ago, 2015.
They attributed his death to, but, you know, it wasn't homicide.
Somewhere, and I don't know where, he picked up on cyanide poisoning as being a good way, a good, quick way to kill somebody. It's such a good way to kill somebody that that's the gas that's used in gas chambers. I mean, cyanide in a gas form, which is similar to cyanide in a being eaten form, kills very quickly. It kills faster than arsenic, faster than strychnine, and it's hard to detect if it isn't specifically.
I don't know. I don't think it was I think it was like in New York and Jersey, wasn't it? I'm not sure with where he was from.
Look for.
He murdered, sometimes months apart, years apart. He used different methods.
Man, if he could go, and that was his main gig. So if he could go that long without doing a hit, he probably made. I know he'd be murder for hire is crazy money, but he was probably doing. Business was good, huh?
He would go so far as to.
Yeah, the Gambinos. I thought I remember the Gambinos with him. Yeah, Beagle Boy.
Plan in his crimes the actual deceit of law enforcement. By that I mean he would on occasion murder someone, cut their body, wrap them in layer after layer of plastic bags and material, and then deposit the body many, many miles from the murder scene.
What is it to dispose of something? You throw it away. You throw it anywhere. It all depends if you don't want it found or if you want it found. If you want it found, it doesn't matter. You just leave it there.
Well, if you went years without killing, that means he probably made so much from the hits that he did that he didn't have to work for years.
If you don't want it found, you could take it somewhere. You could bury it. You could put it in a big drum. You could put it in the trunk of a car and have it crushed.
Shit.
You leave it in town. You can put it on a park bench. I mean, you know, you can put it anywhere you want. They found a few people sitting on park benches, I'm sure. As a matter of fact, I know they have.
Are there any murders that you committed that haunt you, that you just sort of you feel and you
Nothing haunts me. No murders.
Well, yeah, back in when he was doing this in his heyday, if you got 50 grand, that was an insane amount of money per hit, man. I don't know what he made. Just someone saying it in the chat. Believe it. I mean, I would hope it would be a decent amount of money to take someone's life. But then again, we are talking about the fucking mafia, and life means nothing to them, so.
Nothing. I don't think about it. That's why it's hard for me to tell you. In order for me to be able to tell you when something happened, I'd have to think about when. If I think about it, it would wind up hurting me. So I don't think about it. If I had a choice, and of course you has already said to me we all have choices. Maybe we do. At the time, I didn't seem to have one. But if I could have, I would like to be different than what I am. I would have liked to have been different than what I was, yes. It would be better. It would have been better for me. I would have liked to have had a better outlook on life. It's today.
I lose my stream.
Richard Kuklinski was born April 11th, 1935, in a low-income public housing project in Jersey City.
Yeah, because he's a I'll make it full screen. Sorry. He's a killer with no. He's a sociopath. He doesn't have like any kind of emotional or visceral reaction to ending another human life. There's tons of money there. You know, so for him, it was just bank. He slept like a baby, yeah.
His father was a brakeman for the railroad, and his mother worked in a meat packing plant.
I didn't like my father, as he would beat me just because he felt like it, to get my attention, I guess.
I never understand beating. I mean, I could see like a slap on the butt if the kid does something bad. That's about like, but I've known plenty of people who've either experienced it or known people. It's just insane. But it has an effect on a child too. Not saying that everyone that gets beat ends up becoming him. That's factually not true, but I'm sure it didn't help.
He would think nothing of coming in and smacking you. You know, basically.
Hold on.
He just come in and give you a whooping for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be more powerful. It felt more powerful.
And my mother was cancer. She would destroy everybody. She thought I took too long to do something. She didn't hesitate to give me a swat here and there. And she didn't just use her hand. She would hit me with a broomstick.
Yeah, I know. I had more power. I'm disappointed. Like you could you could kind of tell if there's going to be power to a fart or not, so you could just feel it. I thought that was going to, that was going to be more worthy, but it wasn't.
Or something like that.
It failed.
It hurts. Isn't that?
Well, yeah. Listen to this fart. I don't know if anyone topped that fucking thing.
That she broke the broom on me more than once.
Richard's mother believed that harsh discipline at home should go hand in hand with a rigid religious education.
I was raised Catholic. She was strict as far as the religion goes. I went to...
Your mother?
My mother, yeah. My mother, we went to Catholic grammar school. And we were raised with the Catholic belief. I was even an altar boy. But during the course of my life, I don't really believe it. It's just the way it happened. Didn't mean it to happen that way, but it just happened that way.
When his father abandoned the family, Richard, a skinny, timid young teenager, was left to fend for himself. He was an easy target for street gangs, but by the time he was 16, things began to change.
When I was a young man, I found out that if you hurt somebody, they'll leave you alone. Good guys do finish last. When I tried to leave everybody alone, just do my own thing, everybody just wanted to.
Yeah, I got to watch more. I'm kind of mixed on them. They're definitely not the predator poachers, but.
Hurt me. Until one day I just decided, well, I've had enough of this picking.
But they got him on a bunch of different cases. They actually set up with him trying to doing a hit. They actually had a undercover cop. I mean, I'm sure I'm sure he's stretched shit, and I'm sure he's lied.
And I went upstairs and I took a bar, which the clothes used to hang on in the closet. And I went back downstairs, and there were like 6 young men, still figuring they were gonna mess with my head, and we went to war. To their surprise, I was no longer taking the beating. I was giving it. And that's when I learned that it was better to give than to receive.
Yeah, it was an FBI sting.
I've been known to hurt people for no reason. If you check out my background as I came up, I could be anywhere, and if somebody humiliated me, I would think nothing of hitting them with a cue stick. In an instant. And the only thing they might have done was made me feel bad, or challenge my authority at the time.
Kuklinski's reputation as a tough guy with a hair-trigger temper grew. By the time he was 18, the abused had become the abuser. It wasn't long before he committed.
Yeah, I guess the faulty wiring in his brain didn't go. Like, there's a difference between like self-defense and then just someone looking at you the wrong way and murdering them. That's not a good idea.
His first murder.
I got into a fight in a bar. We got into an argument, a fight. And I hit him with a cue stick.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm streaming. That's why I didn't reply right away. But yeah, we'll start around like 1. Absolutely. And make sure you're naked with birds. Just have a bird on your lap naked while you edit my videos with birds. I'm streaming right now and saying this to my audience as well. I also have Wings of Redemption's fart as one of my sound clips now. So I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but be naked with birds and ready to edit.
A few too many times. And he died.
How'd you feel after when you found out he had died?
I had felt very bad. Very, very bad. I was upset.
Yeah, he beat the guy to death with a pool stick, didn't he?
I didn't mean to do it, actually. But surprisingly, I felt sadness, and after a while, I felt something else. I didn't feel sad. It was sad along with some sort of a rush that I had control. And
have a good night.
If you mess with me,
Abdullah.
I guess it's, if you mess with me,
yeah, this will be the last thing we watch of the night, which we still have ways to go, so I'm not going anywhere yet.
I'll hurt you.
By the time he'd reached his 20s, Kuklinski had become a petty crook and pool hustler. Then his life changed. In 1960, he met a pretty 19-year-old girl named Barbara Pedrin.
He was absolutely flowers at the door every day and considerate and romantic and all of the things that anybody could hope for, dream for. He bought me beautiful things. We went fun places. He was happiest when we were together. He was happiest when just he and I were together.
He and Barbara had 3 children. But with just an 8th grade education, he could only get low-paying jobs that didn't pay enough to support his growing family.
I didn't have the capability of getting a better paying job. Was I going to push a yarn truck the rest of my life?
Well, you can go from finding anything else or getting an education to do something, but anything else besides murdering people for money. Like, oh man, I guess they're not hiring at UPS. I guess I have to start slitting people's throats. Michael Cortez, I hear that quite a bit, man. It's a lot of times it's like a sexual. Him that had nothing to do with this. He just didn't feel anything, or he said he felt a rush, but he said it was more so that it was just he was a cold motherfucker. He was a sociopath, and it made him money.
Like menial amount of money. I couldn't have afforded 1 child, let alone 3.
He went to work.
Yeah, like anything else, dude. Work for the Postal Service. Do any, like, there's ways you could have, like, nah, oh man, they're not hiring at the grocery store. I guess I'm going to use a sort of shotgun to murder people. Like, come on.
Work at a film lab, where he began to pirate pornographic films and sell them to outside sources connected to the Gambino crime family. This connection led to other criminal activities, and it wasn't long before he went from being a small-time hood to a big-time killer. He worked as a hitman and associated with a gang that worked out of the notorious Gemini Lounge in Brooklyn. Above the lounge was a mafia killing factory
Yeah, literally. Listen to this shit.
where victims were killed and dismembered. Hacked bodies were packaged in plastic bags and carted away. Kuklinski was the perfect enforcer. He was brutal, and he knew how to intimidate. If people owed money, they either paid up or paid with their lives.
Most people paid their bills. Some didn't. I remember one guy, he was owed a lot of money. Well, I guess considerable amount of money. He hid behind, he thought he could hide behind a door. It was a nice door, expensive door. Anyway.
What the fuck does that just shows you he's fucked up. He's about to murder somebody. He's like, oh, this is a nice door. What?
Most people don't realize that when you come to answer a door, if there's light in the background, the person on the outside can look through the peephole and see the guy coming to the door. So he came to the door, I asked who it was, and he looked through the peephole. And he never saw what hit him.
For Richard Kuklinski, murder
Jesus, man, that's calculated, huh?
had become a way of life, and the macabre became the commonplace.
Would you ever use a chainsaw? I mean,
To cut someone up? Yes. I've done that. To dismember them, yes. Not to kill them, no.
Oh, that because he says that like they were already dead, so it wasn't that big a deal.
what was it like to cut somebody up with a you know, even though the guy was dead? How did it feel to cut some guy up with a chainsaw?
Well, I didn't have any feeling one way or the other.
That's fucking crazy.
That's the way it had to be.
Messy.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Did it make you sick?
No. I've had requests where the guy wanted the guy's tongue cut out.
Jesus.
And he also wanted his tongue put in his rear end. So I believe there was a definite point he wanted to get across.
Damn, there's just some fucking savages, man. Oh yeah, I need you to kill this person. By the way, could you cut out his tongues and make it like he's eating his own ass so people really know not to fuck with me? Thanks. Yeah, that's a special order hit that's gonna take about another 20 grand. What the fuck, man?
I have an experience that I don't know if I should tell you or not. That it probably would offend a lot of people.
Yeah, because, you know, this has just been a lighthearted, G-rated documentary so far, or an interview, I should say.
I don't know. I don't think I'll go into that.
Go ahead.
Nah, it's not a good one.
No, go ahead. Tell him.
What's going on, Onan? This one's fucked up.
There was a man, he was begging and pleading and praying, I guess. And he was pleased God and all over the place. So I told him he could have a half hour to pray to God. And if God could come down and change the circumstances, he'd have that time. But God never showed up.
That alone would make for like an interesting mafia movie scene. Where the guy asks you, like, all right, you praying, the guy, it's like, look, I'll give you a half hour. Come back. Guess God didn't sort shit out for you. Just, damn.
And he never changed the circumstances. And that was that. It wasn't too nice.
Abby, that's in science. Have a good night, Alan Jones. I know what you meant. That's insane, but that in science. I gotta pee anyway. Birds and no, we're gonna go with birds and. Be right back. Yeah.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
That's great.
That's one thing I shouldn't have done that one. I shouldn't.
I just farted gravy and realized I need birds. Lyoko Warrior, I hear that's a problem with Halo Infinite, and it's not okay, and they need to fix it. You're not the. There's a lot of people.
Shouldn't have done it that way.
This has been a disaster stream, Siderico, but it's a disaster, I guess, in a good way.
By the 1970s, between his illegal activities and contract killings, he was becoming a wealthy man.
Damn, and his daughter looks just like him, too. Did you see that?
He now.
I mean, obviously they're living normal, well, as far as we know, normal. But imagine having to be, and you've done nothing with this, and you are the child of someone like this. Like, how do you? They must have had to change their names or something.
Now lived in an expensive home in a middle-class neighborhood with his wife and 3 children.
Richard, what did you charge for a hit?
If I hit somebody, I wouldn't hit it for peanuts. I'd like to have some money.
Yeah, I heard, but like he would be like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with his wife. Gee, that's shocking.
I say if I were to do somebody, I want at least 5 figures.
Abby will be scared to be the neighbor. Well, I have great news for you, Abby. He's dead. So, Abby, you have nothing to worry about. He is no more. He is dead. He is gone. He is deceased.
And at least up in the better half, not the lower half of the 5 figures.
Kuklinski kept his criminal life secret from his family and neighbors. He told them he was a businessman. No one...
Yeah, the daughter with the darker hair looks like identical to him. Like, that sucks for her.
Knew his business was murder.
We were perfect. My children were never in trouble. We were perfect. We were the all-American family. I mean, we had what seemed to be the perfect life. There were wonderful times. And time with his family was the only thing that he was
We're watching Richard Kuklinski. He was a mafia hitman.
really concerned. I mean, if he never had to leave the house, he would have loved it. He hated to have to travel. He hated to go away. He came back as soon as he can. He wanted to be home all the time. He wanted to be with us all the time.
I enjoyed that way of life. I felt I had achieved something. I very seldom left.
Yeah, you achieved it spilling the blood of countless other human beings. Maybe not as many as you say or for who you say, but obviously they've confirmed the shit, I would assume anyway, in this documentary.
The house unless I had to. Because I felt secure in the house. I felt very secure. I tried to provide the best for them as I knew how. Might not have been the right way to go, but it was for
Might have not. Might have not. Might no, it I can confirm you made bad choices. Blowing off someone's head to the point that it eviscerated their entire skull with a sawed-off shotgun, slicing up bodies with a chainsaw where flecks of flesh were going on me. Yeah, these were... I maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know.
for me the only way. I tried to never...
No, the only way for a mentally defective sociopath, you need to say. Like, there were other options, bro. Like, it wasn't like I said before, it wasn't like, oh, I had to stop, replicating porn videos. So time to murder people.
Never let anything touch the house. I brought nobody there. My family was not exposed to anybody. I wanted to show them the good side of life, not the bad side.
Richard had a very, very sad childhood. You got the impression, or I knew because he would say something and then drop it and change the subject, that he was abused and that there was no love. He grew up absolutely without any love, without a doubt. I mean, the first Christmas with my family, he was in awe. He couldn't believe it. There was a tree and everyone was cooking special things and there was lots we were laughing and it was fun, and he kept saying, I can't believe that this is what happens.
It was a Jekyll and Hyde existence. The way it was, and the way I wanted it to be, with absolutely two.
I said that before. Yeah, it's like Jekyll. Even heard he was terrible to his wife at times too. That's shocking, but
different. Two different lives. I wanted one life. I had to have another life.
Yeah, maybe not tonight, but yes, absolutely. If I can, without getting, I kind of had a feeling this was an older doc, even though it definitely falls under fair use. But you know that doesn't matter with the antiquated U.S. copyright system. But so far, it seems okay. May get a claim after, but who gives a fuck?
This other life would
Jeffrey
interrupt one
Dahmer
Christmas Eve
is horrifying, but fascinates me too.
while his family was celebrating the holidays. Kuklinski left his home to collect on a bad debt. Business was business, even on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Mafia don't give a fuck, man. You know what I mean?
The man owed me money. He was giving me a runaround. I told him I wasn't happy that he wasn't going to pay me. He had the attitude that nobody could hurt him. I think he was wrong. Anyway, he never saw Christmas.
Who did you use?
A gun.
I remember this
extremely loud inside of a car.
Yeah, nowhere for the sound to go. It's just compressed in there, and you're gonna go fucking deaf.
Matter of fact, my ears were ringing for a long time.
What'd you do afterwards?
I walked away, got in my car, and went home.
What'd you do when you got home?
I put toys together for the kids for Christmas.
Jesus. Just another day at the office, man, huh? Yeah, the Mafia gave him the death penalty. What a DSP has two different lives. The day he's streamer then turns into a fapper at night. That... Beyond, I haven't seen it, Lyoko. I've seen Scared Straight, but I haven't. Is that a news show?
I saw the broadcast while I was putting the toys together. It came down. Mob-related killing. That was the first time I knew I was mob-related.
How'd you feel?
I was annoyed I couldn't get the damn wagon together.
I never questioned him, and you just knew, don't do it, don't ask. If he got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or during dinner and put on his shoes and walked out the door, you said bye. You didn't say, where are you going or why are you going? And it was...
Yeah, how do you live with someone like that for a long... My bad, I was under the Mandela effect. I'm not even sure what the Mandela effect is either, man. Sorry.
It was just understood that that's the way it was. He was very private. You only knew what he wanted you to know.
By the 1980s, after 25...
So, from a unhealthy psychological perspective, I mean, I'm not Dr. Phil. I know that's shocking. You'd marry someone like, oh, I don't want to know anything about, like, isn't like the first thing that most people ask? Like, what do you do for a living? Like, nah, you just can't know. Okay, then we can't be fucking together because that creeps me out. I mean, I know there's which whatever people, the CIA or FBI or whatever, or especially, I get that, but I'm saying like 99% of the time, it's like, all right, I've been married to you for, can you tell me how you're paying the fucking bills? I don't know.
5 years of...
I mean, I'm sure he probably would have beat the shit out of her if she really delved, but you'd marry someone that you're just like, oh yeah, I think he's probably murdering people, and he proposed to me. I said yes.
Working as a hitman for the mob, Richard Kuklinski became the head of his own crime ring. He developed new
waste management. Kind of fucking literally.
Look here! Look, listen!
ways to profit from murder. The case of Paul Hoffman was typical of the way he operated.
Diamonds are a hell of a drug, yeah.
On the afternoon of April 29th, 1982, Hoffman arrived at a warehouse leased by Kuklinski.
Well, how would you even do taxes? Like, do you know how much laundering you'd have to do? It's all literal fucking blood money. You got to launder it through something. Like, you can't just go, hey, here's a... So, for murdering people, do I pay 30% on the federal taxes or 40? Like...
Like numerous victims of the Iceman, he had been set up for a phony business deal.
Paul Hoffman was a pharmacist, and he was looking for a quick buck. He was out to purchase a drug called Tagament, which was at the time a wonder drug for ulcers. And he felt that if he could purchase a large quantity of this Tagament at a very low price.
The Mandela effect is because of Nelson, some member of him dying. Ah, okay.
That he could indeed make a huge profit on that. And that was the alleged deal that he had with Richard Kuklinski.
When Paul Hoffman showed up to buy the Tagament, he was carrying...
Yeah, this is, I've heard of it. Watch, I'm not going to spoil it, but this was a brutal kill.
$25,000 in cash.
He took the bag, door, opened it, showed me a whole mess of money, a whole mess of cash. He said, look, I got the money right here. And he came back. He says, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? How am I going to get this merchandise? I put the gun under his chin, and I said, there is no merchandise.
Oof.
And I shot him. He didn't die.
Oh, fucking brutal.
The gun jammed. He was gurgling. I had hit him. It was, blood was pouring out of his mouth.
Oh, God damn it, man.
And, he was in I would imagine it looked like he was in a lot of pain.
It almost looks like it bothers. I would hope there would be some wince of horror going through his head explaining this. It almost seems like we're getting there, but not quite.
So there was a tire iron there. I took the tire iron and hit him with it, which knocked him out. And he died.
Holy
I then
shit.
took him and put him in a 50-gallon drum.
And listen to this. Listen to this. Always remember. I will always remember this. Oh, Joey. I was watching something on him, too. The whole thing. Hey, oh, Joey Buttafuoco. I'm a pedophile. Yeah, she was 16. What was her name again? Amy? And she shot the wife because he was fucking this 16-year-old? Yeah.
Put it on the side of a motel. It was...
Amy Fisher. Yeah, Amy Fisher.
Behind Harry's corner. I listened to the people. I went in Harry's every morning.
My birds are showing. Yeah. And this drum with this corpse was there forever.
The thing was there for a long time. I looked at it every day. It was there. I went in Harry's every day. One day it was just missing. Continued to go in Harry's to see if anything was said about it. Nothing was said. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, she definitely. I had to think about that, but she was not of legal age when he was fucking her, right?
To the drum.
Joey Buttafuoco.
By the 1980s, Kuklinski was involved in narcotics, pornography, arms deal.
Oh yes, she drowned her kids, right? Susan Smith Ballard. She drowned her kids, right? She was another piece of shit. Then you had, we already did him, but Chris Watts. Like, I was watching, and he brought up some good points. I know I always meme Dr. Phil, but like, what did he think? What was like, and what did he think? Like the mistress that he was with, who Dr. Phil pointed out looked a lot like his wife that he murdered, Chris Watts. Like, what did you think? Oh, hey, I just hit the reset button and murdered my whole family. Come move on in. What the fuck? Like, what did you? And like, I didn't like. I knew they were in debt, but like on Dr. Phil, they went into how much Chris Watson is, how much debt they were in. And I think like he just fucking snapped and like, I don't know a solution, but I'm gonna try murder and hope it ends well for me. And thankfully, it didn't. Yeah, an excellent chef. I'm pretty sure that Joey Buttafuoco was cheating on his wife with an underage girl. I think that was another layer there. I'm pretty positive that he's also a pedophile, or I don't know if you're considered a pedophile with their 16, but it's considered not the age of consent, and you would be Chris Hansen. Oh, dude, don't tell me shit like that. As a dad of 3, I could never... Oh, that's... Fuck, man. No. Wow. How do you do that to your kids? Your kids are so helpless and innocent, you know? Like, how do you... And they look to you to protect them. How do you take a kid, the person you were part of the reason that you put them on this planet, and take them out of it? I don't know how you could look your kid in the face.
Money laundering, hijacking, and contract killing on a worldwide basis.
I would not. That's why I could never be a detective. If I saw something like that, I would have to. I would not be the same human being afterwards. I don't know how they do it.
Also pressing 50 and getting tired. He started to make mistakes. He began to leave traces, and law enforcement officers who had suspected him over the years began gathering evidence. Kuklinski would protect himself by killing anyone who could testify against him. On December 27, 1982, a body was discovered at the York Motel in
And it's interesting how he got caught. Listen to this.
New Jersey.
His first mistake was that big-ass shirt.
The body was identified as Gary Smith, 37. Smith had been given cyanide and then strangled to death. This was the first of many mistakes Kuklinski was to commit.
Gary Smith was found under a motel bed in New Jersey. As I recall, where some 20 people had used the room in 5 days and nobody had really...
But, okay, yes, that's absolutely horrible too. Like, if you're in a terrible situation, don't bring kids into this world like that. But still, I'm going to end your life. I created you, now I'm going to end you, and you're helpless. How do you look at your kid? And that is a level of evil that I can never, ever compute. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. There needs to, if a hell exists, I hope that for people like Susan Smith, I believe is the name, that she's there with like Hitler, because that takes a special kind of monster to do something like that. No, Keemstar didn't kill anybody.
Realized there was a rotting body underneath it. The body was found in a decomposed state. It was very hot weather.
Yeah, this is where he fucked up. This is interesting.
Smith would have not been identified as a murder victim if he had died only of the cyanide. If the cyanide had worked and he had died and he didn't need to be strangled, that ligature mark around the neck wouldn't have been seen, and he would have been possibly a drug addict overdose, or lots of other things of a non-homicidal nature would have to be considered.
On September 25th,
No, not worse than Hitler, because Hitler killed children, women, men. No, Hitler, she should be there with Hitler, but, you know, he is still a monster.
1983.
I don't think anyone was debating that, but I would say, I mean, they're both absolutely. How do you even, oh, I killed my 2 children that were found drowned who were scared holding each other's. I can't even say it. It makes me sick. And I basically tried to extinguish Jewish people from the planet. And others too. Like eradicate them. No. How do you, which one's worse? How? They're both monstrous. Fuck them both.
The body of Louis Mazgay was found, as he had done many times before to confuse the...
And Stalin. Stalin was a fucking monster too. Stalin had a bigger body count than Hitler, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I've heard that before.
The time of death, Kuklinski had frozen the body in an industrial...
Yeah, I've heard that before, Camelot, where they think like they're sending them to God. Fuck off. I don't care, man. You're insane. You be insane in hell then. She's another corporatist, man, Kristen Cinnamon. She tried to pretend she was the progressive to accrue power, and it worked.
Freezer. This was the murder that earned him the name of Iceman. This murder was also his second deadly mistake.
He did too good a job in that body.
Yeah, because they found ice. It's like, wait, this is the...
Because he left that body in the freezer for 2 years, then took the body out and dumped it in Rockland County, and the body was found before it had fully thawed out. So the doctor doing the autopsy, the medical examiner in Rockland County, when he opened the body up, saw ice inside the body in the summer's day and said, there's something wrong here. This guy could not have died 2 days ago the way he looks like from the outside.
On May 14th, 19...
Yeah, man, what did you say, bro? Where you at? The Ballad 49er, man, that just hit me that's just disturbing to find. Obese YouTuber rips Joe Rogan over health choices. Yeah, man, that title, and it was true. Like, it hasn't, because people are, oh, well, you're fat, that's why you're pro-vaccine. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. Has nothing to, like, I can't infect you with my fatness.
1983, a bicyclist was riding down a lonely road in a wooded area and saw a buzzard feeding on a body.
Oh.
It was Daniel Deppner, 44, the third business associate of Richard Kuklinski, to be found dead. The body count grew. There would soon be 5 unsolved murders with one...
Yeah, because you know if you're finding ice in a body during the middle of the summer, chances are someone's killing people out there. So I would infect you with cheesecake. Well, actually, you know what I had today? I had it's so ironic to say this, but I'll show them to you because people are going to hear donut. I had a protein donut. I only had lunch and dinner, actually, because I woke up later because I went to bed later. And then I had and it's literally, it's like low-carb protein donut. And then I had turkey chili for dinner. And that's it. I had a bunch of coffee and seltzer. And here I am.
In common. The last person to see the victims alive had been Richard Kuklinski.
I also took a massive shit that should have had a zip code. In Japan, you can unfortunately buy the used underwear of underage schoolgirls for vending machines. I've heard of that. Are you fucking... That is so weird. I just find it horrific and hilarious at the same time. And I understand. Just imagine a bunch of, like, Asian businessmen just getting... And they're just like... It's just like... Like, what the fuck is going on? Isn't there, like, dudes in the Japan who can't get away, or who they're, like, marrying holograms too? I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
After 30 years of getting away with murder, Richard Kuklinski's time was running out. He had been under...
I hope that's a fucking myth. Like, that's... Hey, are you a pedo? Come sniff these little girls' use underwear. Like,
investigation for...
Yeah, I've heard of the hologram thing. I know is a thing. I actually did a story on it way back in the day. I was in The Office. Yeah, that was a long time ago, man. But yeah, that was real.
3 years, and the police were beginning to put the pieces together.
What I told...
Like marrying a fucking like, come on.
My superiors in Trenton was that, hey, look, you know, we can check with the FBI and we can see that there's a certain number of given serial killers roaming around this country of ours. But take a good hard look at what we got here. We got Richie Kuklinski, and there's only one of him.
In 1986, a division...
Yeah, because he was in a way even more fucked up than like a Ted Bundy or Jeff. I mean, they're monsters, and I'm not trying to downplay them at all. I read he iced a body to throw off time. Yeah, that was exactly what he did, Michael Cortez. Because if he put a body in a freezer and then they would throw off, like if they find the body, if he properly defrosted it, it would look like the time of death or the death just happened. So it would throw off law enforcement. But when you find icicles in there in the middle of a hot summer day, it's red flag time. It wasn't until 20 that Japan finally banned the distribution and possession of... Yeah, they're weird with that, man. I mean, you're just telling me this now, so I'm going by a super chat, but they're strange with that over there.
Vision of the New Jersey...
I think 18 is legal is too young here.
Criminal Justice Department set up a task force made up of federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies. The task force analyzed existing investigative material and gathered new information. They had one mission: to arrest and convict Richard Kuklinski.
The super 80s looking computers there, man.
When I first read the file, which at the time was nothing more than a compilation of several different unsolved homicides, the more you looked for connections, the less you found in this particular case, because there was different...
Marrying a hologram is fine, dude. It's their choice. Like, I even talk with the guy. He had valid reasons. Meanwhile, who the fuck buys used underwear? No, I'm going to go a step further and say both are not okay, especially if you're buying underage used girls' underwear. Now, I'm hearing that that's not true, so I'm not going to look into that now. But the hologram thing, no, it's not a human being. Now, whatever your sexual preference is, if it's between two consenting adults, I don't care, and I respect everyone equally. But when you're humping a hologram, it doesn't really exist, and that is now if you're doing it just as a sexual thing, like a fleshlight, that's different. But if you're saying I'm in a relationship and legally married to a fucking hologram, no, it's not okay. It's not an actual human being. It's not. You can't have a true emotional bond with it unless you have psychological disorders. I'm sorry. If anybody says there's a lolicon with not a single hint of irony, run. I don't even know what that means, dude.
Types of murders, different devices used. The final method that was used was, in fact, the introduction of a undercover federal...
I don't know what the hell it is.
...agent, Dominic Polifrone, He was able to win Mr. Kuklinski's...
Oh, hold on. G'day. Ah, Shamsa. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Long time no see. Thank
confidence, and was able to record conversations where he detailed his participation in these murders.
Yeah, that's like the equivalent. Shamsa, once again, thank you. Kevin, that's like the equivalent of that guy who was like having a sexual relationship with his car. It's not a human. Like, I'm all about, like I said, marriage equality, and whoever makes you happy, again, as long as it's consenting adults, it's fine. But when you're humping a car, it's no, I'm not going to accept that. What's up, Sage Music? How are you?
I portrayed myself as a hitman. Told him I worked for the wise guys downtown New York. And
I would totally, like, yo, he's just straight. This is a good you got to use.
And my brother was a good fella downtown, and I went by the name of Dominic Michael Provenzano.
You willing to go out on a contract?
Ban anybody who says holograms aren't attractive. And we have to, because just... And then... You know, I mean, it sounds like he's almost aroused, but you know he was like, when he heard that, he was like, like, I think he threw up in his mouth. That was a rancid fucking fart, man. Holy shit. Literally.
If the price is right, I'll talk to anybody. Yeah? Sure. And you mean to tell me your way is nice and clean and nothing fucking shows up? Well, it may show, my friend, but it's quiet. It's not messy. It's not noisy. It's not, you know. Yeah, but
The real HNIC, is that a shout out to Prodigy from Mobb Deep?
how the fuck do you put it together, like, you know what I'm saying?
Look here!
Well, there's always a
Look,
way.
listen!
The will is a way, my friend.
we used to sit down, we'd talk. Either we'd go to those tables.
That is a hairpiece on this man. If his hair is real, then my dick is huge.
Over there and get away from people, and we discuss how to murder people.
You know, I just have a few problems I want to dispose of. I have some rats I want to get rid of. Yeah. The only fucking thing I don't understand, don't you use a fucking piece of iron to get rid of these fucking people? Use this fucking cyanide? Why be messy? You do it nice and calm.
It became apparent at later points in the investigation that Mr. Kuklinski fully intended on murdering Dominic Polifrone, in addition to the victims that were being discussed at the time they were having these tape-recorded conversations.
Oh, now
So-
see, that would have been a fart that competed with Wings White. Fuck. Loop Daddy, watch out. I'm coming.
He could pretty much tell Dominic Polifrone anything because he knew shortly that he had plans for Mr. Polifrone too.
Yeah, because then you'd find a woman that fits any man or woman or man who fits any man or woman's, like whatever they want them to be. There'll never be issues again because the fucking cyborgs will just do. Oh wow, you agree with everything I say? Let's fuck.
You put that stuff in a mist, you spray it in somebody's face, and they go to sleep. No shit. As long as he's dead, that's the bottom line. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? No matter how it was done, I mean, I know guys that went to sleep and never woke up again.
I don't think anybody on this planet can beat that. Listen to this fucking fart again. I'm out of my fucking mind. I'm sorry.
He says he had
Hot brown rain, chocolate rain, coming out of Wing's wife's butt again. Chocolate rain.
one guy, he went and get a hamburger, they come back and he put the cyanide on his hamburger. And we're sitting down and he's telling me, he says, you wouldn't believe it. He says, I'm waiting for this guy to keel over. He says, because once you eat cyanide, usually you'd roll over and that's it. He says, this guy had the constitution of a fucking bull. He says, you wouldn't believe it.
Sounds like a bucket of water landing in a tub.
He says he wouldn't
Yes,
die,
it
and we're
does.
both laughing about this. And I'm saying in the back of my mind, I said, holy God. I said, look at this. I said, what kind of person is this? I said to myself right there, I said, you better cover your butt. I said, because you just don't know with this guy. And he'd be kidding about it, and I'd be laughing. In the back of my mind, I'm saying, this is the devil. No question about it, this is the devil.
Yeah, they had like the fucking National Guard there to fucking arrest this motherfucker.
On December,
I say to him, I says, this fucking guy here, man, he's putting cyanide on burgers, this piece of shit.
December 17th, 1986, the Special Task Force set up a roadblock and arrested Richard Kuklinski outside his home in Dumont,
Not literally, I was joking, but yeah, they wanted to make sure they got this motherfucker.
New Jersey. They felt they had all the evidence they needed for a conviction.
The whole road was blocked off with cops. Local police, state police, Division of Criminal Justice investigators, county personnel. There was no place for him to go. So he stopped his car. He was told to get out of the car, and he did not.
Yes, this is Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman. Yes.
So he was taken out of the...
I swear to God, when he told me about the fucking cyanide in the burger, my fucking wig almost flew off it.
And he was placed face down on a street in a position where we thought we were safe. And then I handcuffed him. That guy's big. I did everything I could to get one click on the handcuffs. And later on, I tried to put leg irons on him, and there's no way they would go on. They just wouldn't go on.
These cops are probably shit like, yo, this guy's, we know he's a murderer, so shit.
Law enforcement authorities have arrested one of the most notorious...
We can't start murdering, because I'm sure that Richard Kuklinski's like, yeah, I'm either getting the death penalty or doing a life bid in prison. What cops am I taking with me? You know he thought that. So he may have been in that mindset, yo, there's nothing to lose. So that detective was probably like, yo, if I don't get this guy shackled, I may be dead.
Contract killers in state history. A self-employed Bergen County man is behind bars, charged with 5 murders, and prosecutors are investigating his involvement in dozens more.
This is unwarranted, unnecessary. These guys watch too many movies. Here's a...
Yeah, he sounded like real convinced. He sounded like a Chris Watts level of convincing right there. I think fucking Chris Watts thought, maybe if I put a little more vocal fry in my voice, they may believe that I'm not a cold-blooded killer. I miss them so much. I just want those kids, because I want to disassociate them. I don't want to call them my kids, because that would mentally fuck me up even more than I'm fucked up. I just want them to come through the door, even though I murdered them, and just hold me. Do I seem like I'm sad? Do I seem like... Oh, I don't? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I killed him.
Such a cold-blooded killer, they called him the Iceman. After being convicted of 2 murders, he confessed to 2 others in court today.
I shot George Malvin 5.
You watch too many movies. Hey, oh, I just used a sawed-off shotgun and blew off a guy's fucking face.
Louis Masgay on July 1st, 1981. I shot him once in the back of the head.
When the judge asked him why he had killed the 2 men, Kuklinski replied,
It was due to business.
Dominic Polifrone's tapes had nailed Kuklinski, but in court, the Iceman greeted the undercover cop with a smile.
He seemed to be quite cheery about...
Jesus. Hey, man, you're the one who fucked me over. How are you?
saying hello to you.
Oh, look at that hairpiece. Yo, he went from straight to... He's just like, listen, I'm just going to get a sheep, get some fucking crazy glue, and here we go. Burt Reynolds is back. Yo, he's like, yo, when he told me about the side on the burger, that my hair literally caught, my wig literally caught on fucking fire. So I'm like, yo, I found a sheep, took it, just shaved the fucking sheep, and just put the glue on my head, and here we are.
Reciprocated. The only thing is, I'm going home, and he's going to a different environment at the present time.
If I see him again with a mullet or jerry curls, this man is the wig chameleon. Straight up a whole different wig. Like, he's not even trying. Like, at least the toothless guy who I work with at the gym, who I almost got into a fist fight with on the last day there because I found out later that he missed me, which really was really fucking weird. At least he was consistent. This motherfucker will go from a flock of seagulls to a mullet overnight and expect you to believe it.
It wasn't real to us. We just had a hard time dealing with what was in the press. And I kept saying, no way, and I don't believe it. And then when I actually heard his voice, you know, in court, it was very hard to believe that he talked like that. It was very, very difficult to believe.
Ban anybody who thinks that man had a wig on.
Look here! Look, listen!
I've done it always. As far as you've known or heard, there isn't too many things I haven't tried. No matter how it was done, I mean, I know guys that went to sleep.
He's like, yeah, he went to the dollar store before he met Richard Kuklinski. He's like, yeah, do you have the, I'll take the shittiest disguise kit you've ever had ever. He's like, oh wait, do you have any toupees? Why, yes, we do, sir. We have this fucking rag on the floor. I'll take it. Here we go. I have hair. Yeah.
Never woke up again, you know.
The consensus of the federal, state, county, and local law enforcement agencies that were involved in this investigation is that Richard Kuklinski is one of the most dangerous criminals we have ever come across in this state.
Yeah, because he has, like, it doesn't affect him. He will do what... Oh, Richard, we will pay you $100,000 to set off a nuke in Manhattan. It will kill probably millions of people. If it is the right price. He had, like, that is a person that prison is designed for.
Further...
And you want him to prison because if he can even compute suffering, at least he'll suffer. If he dies, he's dead. I mean, they ended up, the mafia, he was Jeffrey Epstein. I could almost guarantee it. It's speculation, and I'm not a detective, but he was around many people that would want him gone, and for him to not talk he was a career criminal. There was many people who wanted him to go away. Oh, look, wow, conveniently he had a heart attack. Now he can't testify. Darn.
It's our feeling that he is of such a diabolical, methodical type of killer that it's very possible that when all is said and done,
Yeah, you want me to blow up Manhattan? I'm gonna need another 10 grand for that. She's a piece of shit and needs to be in jail for the rest of her life, Ghislaine Maxwell. But let me tell you something. It's the what is it from Shakespeare? It's the Ides of March are not done yet. Things can still happen, and I'm sure that Jeffrey Epstein knew more about more powerful people. Ghislaine Maxwell probably knows a shit ton. And I'm sure that Prince Andrew is probably shitting his pants as we speak, just like Wing's wife. Oh, who's Jeffrey Epstein? I have no idea. I was just, right next to him and Ghislaine Maxwell, and I fucked the girl I had my hand around. But that's a Photoshop. I have no idea. It's a Photoshop picture. He's so fucking guilty, that piece of garbage. Go to jail. He does not go to jail. That just shows you that how corrupt not just the U.S. government is.
still may never know how many people he has actually killed.
That wasn't him in the pic. Is he fucking for real? That's not you in the picture. Fuck off.
What Richard has been accused of and found guilty of and spoke to you about goes against...
And wasn't that picture of Prince Andrew like from the early 2000s or something like what are you going to say that someone like... come on, man. It just pisses me off. He's such a piece of shit. Do you know how to fix USB cable, which I have to wrap my cable around my phone for it? Yeah. By buying a new one. No, I don't. You could stop, but like, it's not worth it, dude. Mr. Cool. It's just not worth it.
God and...
Oh, yeah, he can't sweat. Oh, like, yeah, dude, you could sweat. Go to fucking jail.
Man. I have very strong feelings. I am totally anti-violence. I mean, as are my children. And I can't make those wrongs right. I can't make them right in my own mind. We are Richard Kuklinski's family, and we aren't ourselves anymore. We're Richard Kuklinski's family.
Yeah, I'm sure that, that's a scarlet letter that you got to walk through. What are you going to do? Unless you change identities, but then that, it's just crazy. You got to feel bad for them.
I've never felt sorry for anything I've done other than hurting my family. The only thing I feel sorry for I'm not looking for forgiveness, and I'm not repenting. No, I am wrong. I'm wrong. I do want my family to forgive me. Oh, boy. I'm gonna make this one. Oh, shit.
They ain't gonna forgive you, dude. You've ruined their lives as well. I mean, I'm sure they're living some small form of normalcy, but yeah, they're always going to be known as the wife and children of a notorious mafia hitman. Maybe the most notorious mafia one. I know he's lied about a bunch of shit, but
this would never be me. This.
No, it's like he had a mint or some shit in his mouth.
I feel for my family. You see the Iceman cry. Not very macho. But I've heard people that mean everything to me.
Think about how many, now I'm sure the people that you've murdered doesn't make it any justifiable in any way. Think about all the people you've murdered and their families that you ruined too. And the people that you killed. Thousands of lives may have been ruined by this man, if you think about it that way. Because it branches out.
But the only people that mean anything to me.
Had to be human down him somewhere to start a family, you know? But in the end, I'm sure they're probably still finding shit, you know what I mean? Surprised they let him walk back unshackled. I don't think he was shackled. Yeah, I'm looking at the... It's nuts. No, I think he had like either a mint in his mouth or, I don't know, a bottle cap, whatever the fuck he was... That's some crazy shit, man. Nuts, nuts, nuts that human beings could be that dangerous. But, I mean, unfortunately, there's worse too, you know? And he's horrible, but there's monsters among us, like I always say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, videos finally fucking come back tomorrow. Can I get a fart from Wing's wife? Yeah, that's, I mean, and what other outcome do you expect? Eventually, I mean, because he was such a cold-blooded motherfucker, he got away with it for a very long time, too. He lasted much longer, if as true as, I mean, again, the truth of what he said aside. But it's crazy. Anyway, guys, have a great evening. And thank you for all the support and videos. We'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy your night.